I've been baptizing the chemicals, crawling through the catacombs of every sermon that you weaponize. Now every halo that you hold above my head is just a noose made of the words that you memorize. You say I'm broken, say I'm blind, but you can't prove a God with a state of mind. You want my worship, want me on my knees, but you can't sell faith with a casualty. If your God exists, then show me all your proof. Burn his name into the sky and show me it's the truth. I'm tired of second-hand miracle with zero evidence. If your God is really there, then make him manifest. I've been screaming at the ceiling till my lungs both cave. If he's really in the room,
there we go.
say it to my face. No more echoes in the dark, no more prophets.
What's up, Kira?
If your God exists, then prove he isn't dead.
Completely random time to go live, I know.
You decorate your trauma with God and call it meant to be, but trauma isn't holy just because you survived the scene. You tell me every tragedy is part of some celestial plan, so every suffering child that dies is a message
Hey,
from
bud.
God's hand. You say I'm lost because I'm asking where the compass is. You call it mystery whenever you can't answer it. If I've answered wrong, you put the dead exist, and for me it's a death. If your God exists, then show me all your proof. Burn his name into the sky and show me it's the truth.
Yeah, I was planning on going live earlier, but slept in and then changed. Plans changed. What's up, Beagle?
Dear God, if you're there, then why the secrecy? Why am I dissecting all this doctrine like it's therapy? You built a universe but couldn't build a little clarity. You want communion while I'm choking on disparity. They say
Gotta
God is love, but then they
get the
weaponize
TikTok
the
algorithm
sentiment.
liking
Painted
me
over
again.
genocide and labeled it benevolent. You're omnipotent, omniscient, but you couldn't intervene. So every tragedy is just a plot twist in your perfect scheme. I'm not your villain just because I see the plot holes. I'm not the devil just because I don't applaud those.
I remember
You made me
people.
in your image, then you built me with the doubt. So either fix the code or stop deleting when I cry it out. You want devotion, give me evidence that you exist. Cause I'm done signing blank checks to an empty abyss. If faith is all you got, then why you so afraid of proof? If questions are the chase, then why am I the one that's loose? You say I'm playing God because I won't pretend to see. But if you're speaking for your God, what's the true heresy? If your God
It is such a good song, though.
show me all your proof.
Might be AI. It's awesome.
And show me it's the truth. I'm done with thoughts and prayers from a book you never doubt. If your God exists, tell him to drag these demons out. I've been screaming at the ceiling till my veins turn black. If he's
Who else live right now?
let him answer back. No more silence in the storm, no more whispers in my head. If your God
Oh, everyone's live.
is dead,
Dalton's live, and John is live.
and the stars all spell his name. I'll be standing in the ruins of the things you couldn't explain. If he's waiting on my faith before he ever takes a step,
Yeah, afternoon barbecue.
keep it sailing, I'll keep living with what's left.
Yeah, I'll never get tired of that song. Probably ever. It's a great song. Extremely fun. Had to ghost Dean for the stream. Hell yeah. I love Dean. I love Dean. I think me and Dean are the same age. He's a smart cookie. Yes, it is an AI song. It's still awesome, though. Dean's 21? Holy crap, he's young. Justin probably isn't because it's Tuesday. Blizz isn't because it's late. Yeah, Justin's not live. I saw Blitz playing that game, and it just looked way too advanced for me to watch. Like, there's so much going on. I joined in, and I was like, I have no idea what any of this is, and immediately left because I felt too dumb. KSP? What is KSP? You think Dean is a Phil bro? What? Ah, Dean brings receipts for everything he says. I think Dean's a great debater. I don't do the stuff with the games in the background because I don't play. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Kerbal Space Program. Okay, is that what that was? Is that what that was? Yeah, it looks super advanced. I tried to watch Blitz, but I had to leave. Blitz is great. Just therapy. Ian. Yeah, I saw that with Ian as well. I'm glad he did that. I love when they do things like that. I'm too ignorant on so many subjects. Like, one of the biggest reasons that I don't debate like Bible verses in particular, like Justin does, is I'm ignorant on so much of the historicity and scholarship analysis on it, but also because of my ignorance, I can also see that so much of it is up to interpretation. That if I say, yeah, well, it says this, that person can argue, well, no, that's not what it means. And it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to win that? Because there's 45,000 denominations of Christianity and tens of thousands per one of those denominations of people that have their own fucking interpretation. So it's like there's really no win in my ignorance. Is metal your main go-to? No. I enjoy Sleep Token, but no. I usually listen to like reggae or folk or something like that. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the requests. Paul, we'll get you up here. Big sad. Hopefully we have some good weather. I know that the Midwest has a lot of tornadoes going on right now, but everything's east of me. All right, Potato. I'll take your word. Paul, it doesn't seem that you're able to connect right now, so try again. I'll get you after I get Potato.
You should have never took a word of a Christian. I'm gonna try. I'm joking.
What's up, man? What you got today?
I was gonna ask you. So like, you seem like you have a lot of free time in your hands. So like, what do you do?
Not really.
With like, oh, you don't?
Not really, dude. I stream like 3 days a week. The fuck are you talking about? For 2 hours.
I don't really pay attention that much.
I know, because you're saying I have a shit ton of free time. That's just so you're just here to attack and mock. Go fuck yourself sideways. Not Gavin. Let's get you in here.
Sorry,
up,
bro.
brother?
I just wanted to let you know I love you so much, bro. I watch all of your fucking videos. I'm in every live stream. You stream 3 times a week. I love you so much, bro.
Yeah, we got to get the streams up more. I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely. Sorry, I just love you, and you're very realistic with everything you say, and everything comes back with you don't just say something that just comes out of your butt. You say something with meaning, and you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But like, dude, I love you so much, bro. Like, it's an honor to be up here and just talk to you, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Well, we got another guy, so I'm gonna drop you. But I appreciate you being up here and saying hi, brother.
Absolutely, thank you.
That's a sweet guy. Liam, we've had you up quite a few times. I believe this is a Philbro troll, but we'll go on ahead and give it a shot. What you got for me today, Liam?
With no belief of an example of perfection or morality, how do you navigate through life in a world of being an atheist that doesn't know right from wrong? Because wait a minute, before you jump into answering a question, you have built your ideology off of the backs of men and women who grew up in a society that was built by Christians.
False.
So go ahead, fool.
Brother, the majority of the things that we see today comes from Mesopotamia.
You live in the United States of
marriage
America.
And ethics, like
It
so
was built
much.
by colonizers. Okay.
I agree with that. I agree that the way we got America is disgusting, and I hate it.
The wagon trails, okay, everything.
But
the
like
Christian
morals, or not Christianity, marriages, laws, so many come from ancient
were the
Mesopotamia.
Pilgrims atheists?
I don't care.
Good debater. You don't care to start out. Nice. W for you, not caring.
What?
Perfect. Your teeth are extremely yellow, by the way. You
They
need
are.
some calcium in your diet. You need a brush.
Lots of coffee.
And you need to get out of mom's basement.
Well, at least my mommy loves me. So did you
I'm
want
not
to
a Phil, bro.
explain
I'm
what
just not a
evidence you have for
fool.
God? If you're not a
What
fool, prove
eviden-
it.
I started this out. I asked you a question you ran from. What was my first question?
Morality has nothing to do with whether God exists or not. You have to prove how morals are made by a God.
Morals are, in your worldview, are built by men, by laws, right?
Yeah, they're subjective no matter how you look at it. You
Is
believe
that a
morals
yes?
come from
That's a
the mind of
subject-
God,
okay.
therefore subjective. You believe in subjective morality.
Okay. So let's go to a country whose morals say that it's okay to
I'll
grape.
disagree with them.
Oh,
and
now you're cutting me off.
yes, I am, because I know what you're saying. So I will disagree with them
Oh,
subjectively,
because
but I
you're
will
a fool
provide
and you don't
evidence
like
and
to have a
justification
conversation?
for why I disagree with them. What did I just say?
I didn't listen to you
I
because
know
you
you
cut
didn't.
me off.
So here, I'm going to cut you off again. Be a good boy and listen. So when I
There
don't
it
agree with
is.
someone's morals, I can explain a justification for why I don't agree with them, and I can also justify why my morals should be taken into consideration over theirs. So when it comes to something like grape, I can say, I live in society as a social creature, and we ought to do good to other people. If living is anything important at all, then we must have each other for our own survival. We are social creatures. Without one another, we die off. So it is for the benefit of society and myself and all other people for us to keep each other happy, healthy, and loved. That is why I would not justify things like that harm or take away autonomy of other people. But you just believe a book said so, therefore it's true. Would you like to demonstrate how God is real?
No, but I would like to, not yet, but I'd like to answer what you just said, if that's okay. So let's say that we don't have a judge, we don't have a jury, there's no life beyond. Let's just make your argument correct here. And let's just say that the best thing that we have in this life is to fulfill our physical desires. And those desires are best met
I don't
by
grant it all.
graping the
No, I don't
youngest
grant that.
children possible.
I don't grant that
Because it's all
taken
subjective.
away.
Now you're meeting again. You suck at debating.
Just Liam.
Good
He
God,
doesn't
this
agree with
guy
you at
host
all.
sucks,
Okay,
dude.
holy shit, bro.
Why are you cutting me off now? Can I finish?
Did you hear anything he just
I
said?
explained.
Have you ever let a
I provided a justification for why I don't grant that as okay. I don't agree with that, and I don't grant that as okay because it's harming another human being, and I provided the justification for why that is bad. So stop putting words in my mouth and straw manning. It's really pathetic, and you don't know how to debate.
This is laughable.
I know
It
you are.
really
You have a
is.
shit day. What's up, Jaden? How you doing, brother?
What's good, dude?
Hey, for all of you guys watching, Jaden has started going live as well, and he needs some views popping in. So, Jaden, if you want to, go on to the Discord, and you can do an @everyone for when you go live.
All right, bet. I'll definitely have to give that a try. I was thinking about doing it here in a little bit, but not right now. I want to hang out up here.
Yep.
And then I'm probably going to go over to John's live whenever you end and see
Sure.
if he wants to show up or not.
I have a feeling he might come in and say hi here, but we got another requester anyway for Noah's Ark. You want to debate this one?
Not right now. I'm doing something right now.
Oh, okay. You just gonna hang out?
Yeah. Just give me 1 second. I'll
Okay.
be able to. Just give me a minute.
All right. Get you in here, Ark. What is up, Ark? How
What's
you doing,
up?
brother?
All right, how are you?
I'm doing all right, man. You over the age of 18?
I'm 43.
Wonderful. Which religion do you follow?
I'm Muslim.
Okay, cool. What you got for me? Why should I believe that your God exists?
Everything has like everything that begins to exist has a cause.
I
Right?
do agree with that. I do.
All right. So everything never came from nothing. Everything has been made by
Yeah,
something.
no scientist or atheist is going to say nothingness created anything. That's a straw man of the Big Bang Theory that's been outdated for so many fucking years. It's hilariously laughable.
Which one?
The Big Bang Theory, where you guys believe that nothingness, like
I
you,
mean,
you
like-
saying that we believe that nothingness created everything is just stupid. We don't believe that.
Yeah. So there's someone started it, right?
No. What
So
evidence
what
do you have
started
that the
it?
universe was created?
Because we just agreed there's nothing came from out. There's some. You can't bring something from nothing.
Yeah, why do you believe that there was
Because
ever
nothing means
nothing?
no laws, no energy.
Yeah, why do you
nothing.
believe there was ever nothing?
I didn't say I believe there's nothing that started everything.
Wonderful. We both
Yeah.
agree. Neither of us believes that there was ever
I said
nothing.
there's something. I said there's someone started something.
I don't agree with that. The universe has always existed. Why should I believe it was created?
Okay, so now explain for me how the universe came from.
It didn't come from anywhere if it's always existed. Why should I believe that?
Because you can't say something just existed and not.
Okay, cool. Where did your
But
God
what
come
about
from?
With all those laws.
Where did your God come
that-
from?
But
All
what about
these
God?
laws, where'd your God come from?
Well, the God is out of the universe.
Wonderful. The
So
universe is out of the
he's
universe then.
not-
Like, what kind of
he's not-
stupid ass
you
question
can't
is
say-
that? That's called special
you can't-
pleading. So
you
what you're
can't
saying
say
is
where-
so what you're
you
saying
can't
here
say-
is shut up for 1 second. What you're saying
No,
is
you-
all
you-
things
you have
okay,
to
let me make you shut up. I don't have to respect you at all. Go fuck yourself if you think that. So what you're saying is all things adhere to physics
Fuck
and
you.
all things adhere to the laws of
Fuck
logic
you.
except for your thing.
Fuck you.
So everything has
Fuck
to
your
obey
logic.
physics, everything has to obey logic, but your thing can do
Fuck
whatever
your
it wants.
logic.
By the way, defining your God into
Uh,
existence doesn't make it
your
actually
God
true. Just because you
because you
say
are
that your God exists outside of
and you
space
need-
and time doesn't make that true.
because
Plus,
you
it
are
actually makes it
wasteful.
impossible. You cannot have causal relation without
everything good.
space time because you have to have time for cause and effect. Those are 2 points in time, cause and effect. Effect is a future point in time. So you have to have time for causal relation. Would you like to demonstrate how it's possible for a God to be outside of time and still be able to do anything? Oh, he's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, maybe okay, I can now debate somebody, hopefully.
Sure.
I just hope I do not run into a Phil, bro. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Hey, yeah, bro, I'm not fucking doing Phil, bro.
Here you go. Dizzy is all you. I'll mute up.
Alright.
Yeah.
Are you at least 18 or over?
Yeah, I'm 18.
Oof, you got a terrible echo.
Is it bad?
Yeah. I
Maybe
can
I'll
hear
request.
myself.
I'll request in like 2 minutes.
Alright.
I didn't think it was too bad. What do you believe?
Oh,
we
no,
believe
dude, I
things
could hear
by
myself.
evidence.
Yeah, I could hear myself coming out of his mic. That may have been just my headphones. But my headphones, I just charged them, so they're fully charged. There shouldn't be no problems with my headphones.
You knowing that you're alive and have consciousness is the evidence you seek. No, it's not. It's evidence that I'm alive and have consciousness. Congratulations.
Oh, weirdo's in here. Oh, I loved having him up the last time he was here. That was funny as fuck.
He is awesome. I do love some weirdo.
That conversation did end well, though. That when you and him were by yourself with that Phil bro that we were debating.
Yeah, that guy, it ended up being pretty good. See, the problem I'm finding with the Phil Bros is we can get to like a common understanding. It's just you really got to build rapport with them. Otherwise, they're just fucking with you. So without the rapport,
gotta break
it
it
doesn't
down.
go anywhere.
Yeah, you normally have to break them down or try and force them out of that logic. Well, most of the time, what I do now is I'll have my other Philbro friend that's an atheist. His name's 40. I'll just invite him to the live and be like, "Here you go, my friend. Try out your philosophy," because he's currently learning philosophy right now.
Nobody's pretty fun for that one too. Whenever nobody hops up in here.
Do I know who nobody is? I gotta think now.
He's been on Taco's live streams quite often.
I've never been on tacos.
Oh, okay, yeah, Mega Bloodbath debates.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people's live I haven't been on. I do
Welcome.
need to go around and
We got to get
I
you
do
into the
need to go back.
deconstruction junction.
yeah, most definitely. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to ask you this because I did also ask this another one of my friends. He gave me a very good answer. So what has been bothering me, right, is that in the New Testament they play Yahweh as to be going from just a high God of Israel to this all-powerful God, but then you can see other verses where that idea contradicts itself. So why do you think they tried to play Yahweh as this all-powerful God when in all reality
That's a
he
good
isn't?
question. I don't really have an answer. I mean,
Can y'all hear me better?
contradictions can't be true. There's still a little bit of echo, but we can handle it. What's up, brother?
Yeah.
So what do y'all actually believe in? I was just curious.
Facts.
So it's not. Are you an atheist? Are
Yeah.
you? Okay, and what do you
I'm an
think?
agnostic atheist.
How? What is that? I've never heard of that.
It's where I accept the possibility of a god, but then the atheist is where I have a no belief in any form of religion or a god.
To simplify it further, theism is about belief, Gnosticism is about knowledge. If you're Gnostic, you know. If you're agnostic, you do not know. If you are theist, you believe in God or gods. If you are atheist, you lack a belief in God or gods. A means lack of when you put it in front of another word, like amoral is lacking morals, etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you evidence? What do you think we're created by or
Why would
come
I believe that
from?
we were created?
Because we're here,
That doesn't mean you were created.
or how are we talking? Or like how are
Evolution and
we?
biology. Why would I believe that a magical unicorn did that?
I'm just asking why do like so you believe in evolution?
Well, of course, you believe in gravity, don't you?
Well, yes.
You believe in germs?
Yes.
Yeah, there's scientific theories proven beyond reasonable doubt with massive amounts of evidence that doesn't contradict other laws. A scientific theory is not the colloquial verb to theorize, guess, or assume something. It is a fact based in evidence beyond reasonable doubt.
Have you always been an atheist?
No.
What did you start out at?
Messianic Jew / Christian.
And why didn't you stay?
Because there's no evidence to continue my belief. Facts
Okay,
don't care about your opinion.
So, can I share how I think about religion and how I deal with it?
I really couldn't care less. Why should I believe that your religion is true or your God is true?
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, would you care if I talked about my
I
religion?
don't care about your testimony. I don't care about which religion you follow. I care about why I should believe your religion is true or not. I'm not here to have a fucking preaching session.
I never said a preaching session. but
Wonderful. Do you believe in a God?
Yes,
Which God?
Jesus.
Why should I believe that?
You should. Well, it's up to you.
Cool.
I was gonna tell you
I
why I
won't then.
believe.
Bye-bye.
I don't. Oh man, I really hate it when people say Jesus is a god. Like Jesus prayed, bro. Who was Jesus praying to?
Yeah,
If
he was
he's a
praying to
god-
himself from himself to save everyone from
Oh,
himself.
man. You know what's honestly, you know those people who don't think eternal torment within the Bible is a real thing. You know what's so ironic about those people is that Jesus himself speaks about it and says that there is.
Tens of thousands of interpretations. I don't even care anymore. I just care about whether it's true or not. Like the semantics of is this verse literal, anecdotal? I don't give a shit. Just prove whether it actually happened or not.
Yeah, I take a little bit of a different stance than what you do. You're more absolute in your stance, while I'm more there's an opening for my stance.
Yeah, up for you enjoy the debate of the interpretations and historical theology.
Well, not only that, the main thing that I don't really fully agree with you on is that facts are absolute. That's really the only thing. Because facts.
I don't believe in absolute at all. I do not believe that
Oh,
absolute
okay.
exists at all. Here's the problem with. So, if we want to be pure philosophers, there is no reason we should believe in literally anything ever. Why should I believe that I exist? Because we don't know anything about the universe. There's no way that we could ever know anything. If we know 4% of the universe, then someday we're going to know something that we currently don't know. Therefore, what we do know now could possibly be untrue in the future. So, therefore, we don't know anything. I think that's fucking
Exactly.
stupid, and that'll psychologically fuck you over. And certain things must be true. For instance, gravity is true, testable, and repeatable, and consistent in every single day life. So we have these basic axioms that are self-evident truths that don't require us to test them to demonstrate them to
Yeah.
be true. They are the demonstration of themselves. Gravity demonstrates its own existence by us dropping something. Same for all these other things. So it's like, technically, do we know anything? Technically, no. But we have to have a justification and set way of how we know what we know so that we can stay sane. Basically, that's like the bottom gist of it.
Well, for me, the reason that I say there's no absolute facts is that if you even take science for an example, the facts that we claim or the theories that we take with all this evidence, they're always changing. Just like the Big Bang, it was originally thought to be the start of the universe. Well, now we have learned that it is actually the expansion of the universe. scientific facts. Unlike gravity, gravity is the only thing that I say is an absolute true thing because literally all you have to do is test it. Drop something. Drop
Well,
it again.
there's laws of physics. Like gravity is a law. The law is what is happening. The theory is why it is happening.
Is I can't. Whoa, God, I'm having a big brain fart
Yeah.
right
So
now.
the
Is gravity?
the law of gravity is things come down. The theory of gravity is why they come down.
Okay,
Space-time
okay.
curvature. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, yes,
Space-time
yes.
curvature. The fuck was that?
I don't know. But yeah, I
Yeah,
was having a
space-time
big
curvature.
brain
Holy
fart right
shit.
there.
Yeah. No, I'm correct in that. Yeah. Jesus. It's been a
Are
minute.
you? Oh God, dude, you might have a bunch of dumbasses today. Scientific theory is face-based. What? 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 Big Bang is a theory. Gravity is a theory. Oh no.
Yeah, gravity is a scientific theory. It's not the colloquial use verb to theorize, which is a guess or an assumption. It's a scientific theory, which is facts and information leading to a true justified conclusion with all evidence preceding it.
Mm-hmm.
The theory to theorize is the verb of theory. A guess or an assumption is the verb of theory, which is to theorize. A scientific theory is not a guess or an assumption. It requires evidence and mountains of it.
I don't know why people don't know that difference. I really don't. Like,
I
this is
didn't.
4th grade shit.
I mean, I didn't. It's just indoctrination.
I was taught this in 4th grade.
Ironically sound.
Yeah,
Let's
I
get you
guess.
up. What's up, ironically?
So hard being retarded, huh?
Very much so is. Do you have any evidence for your
Yeah.
God?
No, but I have evidence of you being retarded.
Wonderful.
Oh, well, that was great. Okay. Damn, people really. Wow. I must have gotten the lucky end of schooling here.
Well, I mean,
Like, I'm reading.
I went to a regular school, right? But when I would go home, I would ask questions to mom and dad, and then they would say, well, what does the Bible say? And I would throw away everything that I learned in school that contradicted the Bible. It's indoctrination.
Okay. I see that. I never really thought about it too deep, but I did go to public schools. So, I mean, I am in a small town, and the school that I went to, they're very serious about preparing you for the future and a bunch of stuff like that. So, maybe my school just took stuff like this more serious than what others do, and that might be another reason why many people don't know the difference.
Yeah, small towns are. I think, like, it doesn't matter if you come from a smaller or a big town, but, like, you know, the problem with small towns is going to have less funding for education. That's
Yeah.
one problem. But, like, mine was specifically just because I would go home and then be like, hey, I know the Bible says this. Well, I learned this in school. And they'd say, well, that's a lie because the Bible says this. That's not an explanation. What is up, contrary?
I have no problem with refuting the Bible. One of the advantages of my childhood was when I was in Catholic school, Catholics are not required
Pause.
to believe the
You're
Bible.
over the age of 18, correct?
Yes, of course.
Okay, which religion do you
Thank
follow?
you. Well, nothing. I like Carl Jung as my chief guy. Study of psychology, psyche.
We're here to
alchemy.
debate God.
Right, that's right. That's right. But my point about history of science is that
Don't care. Do you
Isaac
believe in
Newton-
God?
I don't believe in God. I'm going to tell you what Isaac Newton
Cool.
thought about.
Yeah, just for everybody in the comments and anybody requesting up, I'm a lot more lighthearted than what Cody is here. Cody does not give a singular shit. If you're not here to debate, you're gone, okay?
You don't even know what ignorance means, contrary. You probably use it as a slur. Ignorance means you lack knowledge in something. Shut the hell up, go open a book. They're free at libraries. Best of luck.
Right there and there.
Yeah, you're not coming back up. You just came to preach.
You know, speaking of Isaac Newton, I can't remember his beliefs. Didn't he believe in nothing? Or wasn't he some form of like a Catholic or some bullshit like that?
Don't know. What's up, Cynical?
Hey, how's it going?
Going all right, brother. You over the age of 18?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Awesome.
we've actually talked before.
Wonderful. Which religion do you follow?
Christian.
Okay, what you got for us, brother?
So I think so you didn't. I think we spoke before, and you said didn't you leave Christianity?
I did, yes,
Okay. Can you tell me why you left?
because there's no evidence backing my beliefs.
No evidence. Okay. So like, what did you find? Like,
I found that
like
there
what
is no
evidence
evidence
was
backing the
presented?
beliefs in any god.
Well, can you give like a specific example
Can I
of like one
provide
piece?
evidence that unicorns don't exist? There was no evidence to believe in a god, so I stopped believing in a god. It's quite fucking simple. Do you have any evidence to justify the belief in a god, or do you want to keep burden shifting?
Well, it's that burden shifting. So again,
Do you need to know every opinion
trying
that
to
I have
think.
about everything in the world to
No,
be able
well,
to
just give
demonstrate
like one
something to be true or
example.
not?
Like give one example. You said you left
Why
Christianity,
does that
and
matter?
like
I've answered you 3 times.
no, well, like what was one of the pieces of evidence that you found that wasn't true that made you leave?
Have fun, Jaden.
Well, one of the pieces of evidence that I had found that made me change my whole entire idea of being a Christian was the fact that they couldn't even get what Jesus said was right. They couldn't agree. Like if you look at Mark 7, he says that Jesus said this, but then you look at Matthew 15, and Jesus said a whole nother thing, which was the first thing that completely knocked off my whole trust with this, is that their willingness to twist what the main character of this book portrays was so easy and so quick. So it is kind of like, well, if they're willing to do this, what else would they lie about? And then the second thing was all the contradictions and the fact there's no way a snake can fucking talk.
Well, I mean, but you weren't there. So do you know that they're doing that Japan and a couple other countries, China, and I'm sure we're doing it here as well, that they're making animal and human hybrids?
Bro.
Actually, Pete
Bro.
Hegseth.
Bro. A snake talked in Genesis 1. Do you want to answer that or completely shift the fucking topic so far fucking
Not
over?
Genesis 1. It was in Genesis,
It's Genesis
3.
chapter 3. Yeah, but it's close.
So he's talking about Gen 3. The science for this shit did not exist in accordance with the Bible back then. So don't fucking pivot to, well, China's doing, according to the Bible, China didn't fucking exist. So do you want to answer what he just brought up or do you want to pivot?
You know
Well,
what I do?
there's
I am
nothing
curious
new
about the
underneath
source.
the
What's the
sun.
source that you have? Well, what's the source that you have for this? Because I've never heard of this. So what's the source?
Give me a second. One, it was a Glenn Bagger article talking about Alex Jones is critiquing
Alex
but
Jones
in the
is
end,
your
it was-
source?
Who? I didn't even hear the name.
Hey, he got footage of the Bohemian Grove.
Oh, fuck. Hey, what shape is the Earth, Cynical?
You know it's flat.
Oh my god, did they turn the frogs gay?
They actually did. He was proven right about that with the chemical asbestos.
Oh, shit. Tell me more. Tell me more. God damn. Stay in school, kids. Don't do drugs.
No, I've never done drugs.
Oh, yes, you have. You're on them right now. Don't lie.
No.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Oh, man. Did you know that the Earth is the center of the universe?
Yeah, that's what the Bible states.
I know,
Genesis
right?
chapter
And
1.
the firmament is a solid dome covering it. We've never been to space. All of NASA means to deceive.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. Bro, do you know this? Do you know what sarcasm is?
Or you're
like,
trying to be
hold on.
sarcastic, but
Hold up. I do have a question for you. Have you seen the Artemis 2 launch?
I did. That was terrible.
So what do you think about that? What how do you think they possibly faked that?
Some people think it's a balloon. I think it probably actually was a rocket, but it landed in the ocean.
A balloon?
We have video of it in fucking space. What do you mean landed in the ocean?
So wait, hang on. Is 2001 a Space Odyssey? Does that mean that they went to space?
Don't fucking pivot, you coward. We have video evidence of Artemis 2 in fucking space.
So we can't
Do you think
CGI
that's
it?
AI?
Do you have
Oh.
evidence that it's CGI? First of all, it was live, you dumb sack of shit.
Well, why are you being so upset?
Because you're
I
stupid,
haven't.
and it's
I
fun to
haven't
make fun
cursed
of
at
you.
you at all. What do you do for a living? I'm a nurse.
I
So
fuck
I'm
up idiots online like you.
yeah. So you don't have a job.
Have fun,
You
Jaden.
don't have any actual real responsibilities in life. It's
Brother,
amazing.
every time I come up here, you just walk away and go ahead, Jaden. Have fun. You fucking bastard. Okay, what were you saying?
Oh, so so you're talking about like the space and stuff, the balloon. Some people think it's a balloon. I mean, I don't know. It could be like a rigid like helium balloon. But I think that's doesn't make sense that the rocket it doesn't
Oh,
go
okay.
straight up. That follows an arc.
If it was a balloon, it would have been blown away by the wind. That's simple enough. The wind would have absolutely taken that balloon. It would have gone completely off course. But why do you think this was CGI'd?
Well, I think the Blue Shepherd, the Blue Origin, the Amazon rocket. That they actually a lot of people they took the original video and they said, "Is this AI generated?" Of the when the capsule landed into the ocean.
You want to know what else AI detectors say are AI?
What's that?
The Bible.
How does that make sense? The Bible predates AI.
It doesn't make any sense because AI detectors are shit.
Well, but there. I mean, there are digital forensics that can be that you can look at an image and you can look for digital noise and other hallmarks of digital manipulation.
How could you trust AI detectors when they can't even tell what writing, if something written is true or if it was AI, but you can trust its opinion on a goddamn video, which is way harder to tell.
No, I don't think it is because when you're talking about video, like again the forensics are there, like for audio and video, like we have. I think the forensics are pretty solid. I mean, I understand, but when something is like when you're trying to detect writing, because there are so many writing styles and verb choice, word choice, sentence structure. And so I think and you're trying to determine if it's a human, and AI has grown because there are so many online comments that AI can look through all those comments and then come up with something that's cohesive and mix and match.
Tell me what are these forensics that you're talking about for these videos that you're speaking of? Never heard of forensics for AI detectors.
Well, no, like just in general. So like when they tell if like a document is like forged or photoshopped, so you have to like you look at the font. That's why when they have a handwriting expert, when a handwriting expert looks at something, he looks at the
What does this
person's
have to do with a
signature.
video? I asked, what
Um,
are the forensics for a video? Never heard of an AI using forensics for a video.
So AI it can like determine the layers, like how many layers are in the video. Because if something is like if you take a video, right, if it with a one single camera lens, then that video it should show the video as having one camera lens. But now if you take a photo with an iPhone now, or most cameras now, they have multiple lenses, and so the image actually ends up becoming a composite with like multiple layers, and that's where you get into the focal links or the focus links, where the focus is, because that's how you get a photo that you can see the people close and then you can see the background and everything is in focus. Does that kind of make sense? How AI can like
Sorry, I just got
detect?
back. What?
This is all incredibly stupid. We're gonna move on to someone else. You can take this guy though.
All right, General, are you at least 18 or over the age of 18?
I am 18. I just wanted to answer the space questions. I don't even know what this is. I just heard space and joined.
All right, Cody, do you want to keep him up or?
Nope,
Okay.
complete waste of time.
All right. Salty. All right, sure, Sickle. Oh, man. Forensics for AI. Oh god. We've reached new levels. Did you know, Cody, that AI detectors think that the Bible is AI, and people still trust them?
LLM's gonna do what you want the LLM to do.
Interesting. It just blows away my mind sometimes. It's like, just watch the video. We trust everything else for videos, but the moment it goes against what you think, it's CGI.
Well, if they believe it's fake,
Right?
they have to prove that because the evidence justifies the belief that it's not fake. The burden is always on them. These guys make 1,000,001 claims. We don't have to defend shit at all.
I mean, really, literally, if anybody ever asked us why we don't think there's a God, all we have to say is there's no evidence.
Yep.
Well, if anybody of any religion wants to, I don't know if you're going for anybody religious specifically, but if anybody of any religion or any belief in a God wants to come up, you're welcome to. And please, please, don't come up being a flat earther. Please. You know, Russ, that's a good ass question. Russ, that is a good question. Why doesn't anybody just come up and then we can just see what y'all are talking about? I mean, shit. Then we can argue together on the panel. That's what normally happens when I'm up here. We run wild and we just let fucking everybody up. Oh, where the fuck are the theists today? It's a Tuesday. Nothing should be happening on a Tuesday. And you got 46 people in here.
Yeah, there's been a couple of restrictions.
Oh, do you want to restart the live or?
Nope.
Okay.
Just gonna wait.
Alrighty. Shit, I got time. I got fucking time. Oh, yes, this reminds me. So you know the 1 Samuel 15?
Nope.
That verse? You know about that one, right? Where it's the death of all the Amalekites?
Yep.
Is there any other, like, after that chapter, is there any other living Amalekites named? Like, is there, like,
No
a
clue.
single thing where it goes, this person, Amalekite. I don't know if you responded or not, because I was still speaking.
Yeah, no clue.
Okay, then I'm gonna check myself. I don't remember. You don't go into the scripture. You're straight up just argument.
Yeah, why would I believe the scripture?
Oh no, it's not that I don't believe. It's that fuck. It's not that I believe the scripture. It's just much easier to argue when you use when you use their own book to disprove them.
I'm not even gonna use their book when their book has nothing true in it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Also, you gotta remember, Cody. My prompt is always God is evil. I gotta use the Bible.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Let's go.
What?
I'm absolutely correct. There is no other Amalekite living after 1 Samuel 15. Alright. We just got a negative and argue join. Seriously. There is so much arguing going down in the comments instead of on the panel. It's bad. Cody, what are you doing over there? What you looking at?
Writing.
What you writing? Okay. What do you do for work?
I work.
Mm.
I keep that life completely separate, brother.
Nope. Hey, understandable.
Still no requesters. All the cowards are just hanging out, hiding. Once I'm done with this in a couple of seconds, I'll restart the TikTok live.
Alright. So, I think Goten is arguing with Weirdo in the comments. He's a closet poet. I do actually write poetry. I love writing poetry. I'm about to just start reading them to you, Cody.
Go for
But I just
it. What age were you diagnosed with ADHD?
I don't have ADHD. I just genuinely like writing poems. I've always liked writing. I can get into it really fast and then get out of it really fast. But let me log into my other account with all my poems on it. Cody, do you even like poems?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. You probably like the more story-themed poems, so I'll read that one first.
Or not. Let's just wait for requester. I don't want to get off topic.
Yeah, fair enough. Gotta remember, you're not as relaxed as I am when it comes to this. Will any goddamn theists come up? I see so much arguing in the comments. Like, if you guys got something to say, come up here and say it. Shit. Who do we gotta mute, Russ? I don't even think. Does it really need to mute anybody in the comments? They're bringing engagement, so I mean, as long as they're bringing engagement, it doesn't really matter. Unless they're saying like vile things, then yeah. But as long as it's engagement, it doesn't fucking matter. Oh, we're crying, goat. Come up here and say why we're crying. Russ, that's nuts. The comments are roasting the fuck out of this guy. Oh, I love to see it. Go. Why does anybody believe in the Gospels? Like, out of everything, why the fucking Gospels? They contradict each other 24/7, and the most they are just copies of each other. Oh, I'm fucking enjoying these comments. You're only something, but God is definitely real. Come up and prove that.
Prove it. Nice claim.
You have a guest? Holy shit. David, are you at least 18 or over the age of 18?
Yeah, I'm over the age of 18. I'm 19.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
a
which religion
real
do you
country
follow?
voice right there.
Yeah.
Which
I
religion
just
do you
have a
follow?
weird.
What are you doing?
Hold on 1 sec. Okay, hello.
Yep. Which religion do you follow?
I'm a Christian.
All right.
Why?
Why should we believe in your God?
Because you see, so first, how do you believe the universe was created?
It wasn't created. Why do you believe it was created?
Because if the universe weren't created, wouldn't that mean that it's also God?
No, because
Like if it
God, by
wouldn't,
definition, is an all-powerful creator of the universe. The universe has always
So-
existed. It's not a god.
but what's your proof that it wasn't created?
Yeah, energy can't be created or destroyed. That's the first law of thermodynamics.
Right here. But God is all powerful.
That's a claim.
That's a claim.
It doesn't even make sense.
How?
What do you mean, how?
Okay,
Is your
Here, Cody, do you want to say something or do you...
Yeah, dude, first of all, why should we believe the universe was created when energy cannot be created?
Because I believe in God and God is all powerful.
Prove it.
What?
Prove it.
Prove it? If there was a definition, a description. Oh, wait 1 sec. We in a storm pit real quick.
Why would you come up here if you're in a storm, whatever that last word is?
Oh, wait 1 sec. I'm going to be right back. It ain't going to be long.
Alright. Oh, okay. I really hate it when they say all powerful.
Okay. Alright. So, if there is a definition of God, in that definition, okay, the idea of God is somebody that's an all-powerful
Yeah,
being.
Harry Potter is a wizard.
What?
Harry Potter is a wizard by definition. Does he exist?
Well, no, but he ain't.
No shit. There's no evidence for Harry Potter. Where's the evidence that
Well, there's
God?
evidence for God.
What is the evidence?
There's been archaeological discoveries.
Like
in the
what?
fact
Name
that
one.
The Teldan Stele, the Dead Sea Scrolls, and the Isaiah
Dead
Bullet
Sea Scrolls have nothing to do with God. They're writings. What's the other one?
The evidence.
Someone writing about a mythical creature doesn't make that mythical creature exist.
Okay, well, the fact that morality and
Morals
what
are
is right
subjective
and
by all
wrong-
definitions. They're subjective even in your worldview. You believe the morals dependent on the mind of your God, therefore, by literal definition, subjective. You've never done this before, have you?
Yes, I have.
How old are you?
So and
How old are
so,
you?
know,
He's
ha-
19.
how-
I don't believe
Yes,
him
I'm-
though.
How old are you?
I'm, how,
Yeah, he said he kept on saying he was 19, but I fucking doubt that. So I
You can
just
hear
dropped him.
something in your background too.
In my background?
Yeah.
What? Oh, that may be my friend in the other room. Yeah, that's coming from my friend.
What's up,
Oh.
Astro?
If God is all powerful, can he make a rock that even God can lift? And
Both
if
yes
so,
and no means he's not all powerful. So you're an atheist, correct? You're an
Are you
atheist?
an atheist?
a little bit, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming up and saying hi, but we're getting theists only.
So many people are saying that there's evidence, and like nobody's come up and provided it.
Nope. Cowards.
Hey, Pajamas, you said that there's historical I'm pretty sure that was you. Let me see here. There's historical documented evidence that Jesus exists. All right, come up and prove that one. I'd love to hear that one. Better not hear the manuscripts though. Oh, I better not hear
those. Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, that just reminded me. I do have some fucking candy with me. After you make a baby, you'll believe in God. What? That's something interesting. I have. Okay, you know. People. I don't know how you deal with these comments, bro.
I'm
I
not
don't
giving
know.
a fuck. When they
Dude,
request
I
up,
just
their
start
opinion will be
dying.
taken.
I'll just start dying. Like reading this. Like this is the first time I've really read your comments, and they're fucking hilarious.
I just find them pathetic. I just ignore it. Why are atheists obsessed with the Bible and God? Because it's fun to debate. Also, I talk about every single religion that exists, not just your religion. You're not special. They're not cowards. Just no info to support what they believe. Facts. You are God, bro. Prove it.
Yeah, personally, I do it more so. Yeah, I personally go for, like, honestly, I personally go for the Christian faith just because of how widely spread theirs is and how much indoctrination there is, and the fact that there's so many churches telling all these lies to these people. So I do it to spread the truth of what this book actually says and not these fantasy lies people are told about.
And that is the whole point, isn't it? For us to end indoctrination. We no longer need this crap.
Nope. But history loves to keep it.
What is Cody's sexuality? Straight? Gay
Alright,
for
why
Evan.
the fuck can I find my candy, bro? This is about to piss me off.
Dan.
Alright, we got some.
What's up, Dan?
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, you're over the age of 18?
Yes.
Cool. Which religion do you follow?
I'm a deist.
Cool. Why do you believe that there is any sort of a God out there?
Yeah, it's just gonna be because it's possibly necessary.
It's possible. Why would it be necessary?
Yeah, because it follows from the S5 axiom.
I don't grant it.
You don't grant the S5 axiom?
Mm-hmm. Especially not with this.
Why not?
Yeah, it's also possibly necessary that the universe is necessary.
So then you just fall under modal collapse? You think
Yeah, no
everything's
shit.
necessary?
That means that your argument is now contradicted by another valid argument. It's the defeater for the S5 necessity for God argument.
No, the S5 is
by
good. Wait, I
literal.
got you.
I don't, dude.
Yeah.
Are you actually a believer in a God?
I am. I told you I'm a
Okay,
deist.
let's do an actual argument instead of some stupid debunked fucking philosophical argument.
All right, I got you. You ready?
No, I want you to provide an actual argument,
Okay.
not just another script.
No, it's on the script.
It is.
Yeah, so no. So it's just gonna be true. Or
Another
I'll just give
script.
it to
I'm
you
not doing
first.
Phil Bro horse shit right now. Why do you believe in a God?
Phil Bro horseshit. Yeah. Do you want me to give you the premises?
Nope. I want you to explain why
Oh,
you believe in a God
so-
like a human being, not like a fucking robot from KG Discord.
I'm not even a part of KG, but
I didn't
mean,
fucking
can
ask,
give you
did
the
I? I would love for you to
premises.
provide an actual argument.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna give you the argument.
Okay,
Like,
do you agree
arguments
that
are-
all premises require external justification for the argument to be sound? Yes or no?
And by external justification, you just mean that it's like truth tracking?
Correct.
Yeah, of
By
course.
epistemic justification, yes.
By
Wonderful.
epistemic, you
So
just mean that we
drop,
can know
drop your
that it's the
premises and
case?
your whole entire bullshit syllogism, and just provide me the evidence that justifies that God did any of these claims.
Yeah.
You want to
so
start
it's
with
just
one
gonna-
simple, like God creating the universe? Would you like to do this one?
Well, I mean, don't you just want me to demonstrate that it's the case God exists? And, like the actions we can
Well,
get
you
into
would have
after
to demonstrate
we,
that a God.
establish-
Okay, we can talk about could a God exist in a metaphysical framework? Sure. Is that possible? Maybe. Is it possible that he could have this power and this ability? Possibly. I don't give a fuck. Does he actually
So do you
exist
want the
in reality?
premises?
Then demonstrate it. Is
Or-
this a falsifiable, demonstrable thing that you can provide?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so demonstrate it.
Yeah, sure. So it's just gonna be premise
You can't
one,
get
the
off your
sky is
script, can you?
blue. Premise two, the sky is purple. Conclusion, therefore God exists.
Wow. Dude, it would have been nice to have an actual argument.
Mm-hmm.
Demonstrate the Big Bang CMB radiation. There you go. You can go observe it right now. It's literally observable. Have fun. Science is cool.
Oh man, people need to do research. Like we have Google now. Like, do you guys know that we have Google now? I love how all the comments stopped the moment Daiki said, "Where did God come from?" Google is not a reliable source, brother. That's not in the sense that I'm using it. I'm saying that Google will send you to other sources, websites with evidence on them for these claims. That is what Google does. And not even just that, it'll give you its own AI generated overview of it. And you can go and fact check that. Even if you don't want to use Google, use ChatGPT for all the fucks I give.
Why is it accelerating dark energy?
Oh, yeah, no. That's what I was talking about. Nobody even knows that the big, like, everybody thinks that the Big Bang is the start of the universe. And the reason I said Google is because the moment you Google it, it'll give you the exact opposite.
I mean, it's the expansion of space-time, yeah.
Yeah, I've done, and like, not even just saying I just did Google search. I have my own sources and the whole 9 yards for it. Okay, I really want to know if this guy's a believer or not. Sand_demon. Yeah, no, the same thing could be said for Jesus. That's all it really was. Jesus' death and his resurrection was just a good
Definition of
7-day
evidence.
weekend for him.
Facts and information leading to a true conclusion. If it doesn't lead to a true conclusion, then the evidence was faulty or not evidence for that thing. It was evidence for something else. That's why I say there is no evidence for God. Any evidence that people have ever provided in the history of mankind that supposedly are evidence for God or evidence for natural things. Never a God. You cannot, there is no such thing as evidence for God. There is no such thing as a logically sound argument for God. It does not exist. There is no reason to believe in it.
All right, Co-Beans, if there's proof of Jesus, come up and present us the proof. Shit, that'd make me a Christian again. You can prove Jesus? All right.
Jason, we can literally observe the effects of dark energy and matter. We may not know what it is and exactly how it does what it does or why, but we can observe that it does something and we can calculate that.
Sand. Well, here's the problem. If you look at the biblical sense of what Jesus is, he literally prays. So, how could it be in anything of a god when he himself prays to another god?
Sidetrack, I started watching Jujutsu Kaisen again last night.
Oh, I do need to get back into that. I haven't watched it in a good while. Are they finally caught up with the manga?
I think your understanding of evidence is flawed. Request up and justify yourself. I don't believe they are the same. Oh. Yeah. Do we have anyone with balls in comments right now?
I don't know. He said, I think Jesus can be, but God is something unfathomable.
I'm a mythicist. I don't believe Jesus existed.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat right there. There's literally no evidence for that. I mean, the only thing I've ever granted when it comes to that is that there's a possibility there was a guy named Yeshua that was going around saying all this stuff, but Jesus in the biblical sense, no.
I do believe
No
in
way,
myself, Numa Bard, because there is all evidence justifying I exist. There's no evidence justifying that your God exists. There is evidence justifying you exist. How do you
I'm
think
sick
we were
of all
created? We
these
weren't.
comments. Just come out.
Could we
Just
get
come up,
Jaden's YouTube
please.
link in chat, please? He's cool. Jaden? Yeah. Jaden, type your get a
I
share
don't have a
link.
YouTube.
He doesn't
I
have
don't have
YouTube, but he is on TikTok. He's a
I didn't
new
even see
TikTok
that
streamer.
come up.
It's on YouTube. I'm streaming on YouTube too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm up here pretty often. So, I mean, if anything, just join Cody's Discord. I'll probably just do what he suggested I do and just at everybody whenever I go live.
Yeah, so Decon Zone is a great place as well to get some viewership. The reason that I have my own Discord instead of having my own space in the Decon is I want to have like smaller spaces as well for other creators.
Fair enough.
I think I do have a space on Decon, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
I have something in Decon. What am I? I'm listed as a streamer. Oh, that's right. They asked me if I wanted my own thing, a section, and I said not yet. Having a Discord space is better, welcoming more discussion. Yeah. The universe is evidence of God. That's adorable. There's proof if you have the Spirit of Christ in you. Well, A, I don't consent. B,
Like
proof
Mary.
spirits exist.
Mary didn't have a choice to consent.
It's true. You will have this child. By the
Did
way,
you
if you
know-
say if this is just a fucking side note for all you disgusting motherfuckers in here called men, you call yourselves men. If you are talking to a lady and you say we're going to have sex and she goes, "Oh," or "Okay," that is not consent, you dumb sons of bitches. That's not fucking consent.
Yeah.
You're disgusting.
Yeah, not only that, yeah, they're fucking weirdos. Not only that, Mary was a child. Scholars age her to be 12 to 14 years old.
Fucking disgusting. Well, she agreed. No, you told her what was going to happen. Have you ever been in that situation? Sometimes it's psychologically not even possible to disagree for sake of your own fear of bodily harm or force, etc. There are so many reasons that a woman is too scared to actually say no. That is your fault for putting her in that fucking position. You are fucking disgusting if you are saying you're going to have sex with me. No. Even if she says yes, that is not consent. Jesus Christ.
Seriously, dude. I don't know why people just, oh man. Sand
Is the S5?
Demon,
I don't know.
juicest-
Hey, S5 loser, are you still in here, dipshit?
S5, who's that?
S5 is an axiom for modal logic. It's a possible and
You-
necessity. So, like, if it is possible in some world for it to be necessary type thing, then it's necessary in all possible worlds. Possible worlds are, it's possible in some possible world that I bottle flip this with the cap open and it lands straight up without losing any water. Therefore, it's possible, and it's true in our actual world. Because in some possible world, it could actually happen. It's stupid and annoying, and it falls in on it. It's good for like real world scenarios. Like modal logic is solid logic when you use it for real world scenarios that are demonstrable. To know things that you
Yeah.
can't necessarily demonstrate at the time being, but if it works alongside with all the physics and logic, then you can count it as true.
just
But something like a
realized where my
god that is
background
unproven,
was
undemonstrable, unfalsifiable, there's no truth value to it. It's just a hypothetical concept in your brain, imagination. Your god is imaginary.
Are you still getting background noise for me, or?
Nope, you're good.
Oh, okay, then I know what it was. I accidentally had this YouTube video I need to watch by Richard Carey going, and I didn't realize it.
I don't know who that is.
It was a friend of mine. He suggested it to me because I asked him that same question about why that the authors of the New Testament try to portray Yahweh as this all-powerful God, and he said to watch this on it. It's Richard Carrier, Mystery Cults and Christianity.
I think we're gonna clip that section about me teaching dumbass men, quote unquote, that that's not consent. That needs to be posted
Most
as its
definitely.
own fucking video.
Mhm.
Well, she
Did
said
you see that
yes,
video
but
I
did
s-
she?
Yeah, quite literally. It's kind of like, imagine a god came up to you and he said, "Listen, bub, you're gonna go and murder somebody. Are you gonna do that? Yes, you're gonna do that. Because if you don't do it, what's gonna happen? You're gonna be killed." That is exactly what that fear was implanted in Mary. If you disobeyed him right then and there, well, you never know what's gonna happen to you because you're dealing with a god.
McFly, will they listen? I'll just take away their consent. They want to take away consent? Bet. Even playing field. Get fucked.
Deuteronomy 22, 28 through 29. Oh, I love that verse so much because it breaks every single argument anybody's ever had for women being respected within the Bible.
Well, I think it is time to restart the stream now. We're gonna restart TikTok stream. Do 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 do. Cody got the spirit. Amen. Dude, I used to be that guy, like, in worship. I was screaming hallelujah. Like, dude, Pentecostal church, I was crying and I would lose my voice at the end of every youth group in church. I had no voice after. Like, I was screaming that stuff. Fun times. Genuinely miss it to this day. Genuinely, I miss it. It was super fun. Because then, like, also, like, since it was a house church, it was my dad's house. Like, after church, after youth group, everyone would just hang out. We'd throw on movies. Everyone would, like, bring board games or video games or whatever, and we would just hang out till, like, 3 in the morning every fucking time. It was such a fun time. Lots of really good friends. They were all just family. It was awesome. I will always miss it. I try and get it recreated in my secularness now, but it's kind of hard to, like, meet people. Like, first of all, I mainly spend my time in, like, coffee shops journaling or in bookstores journaling and reading, and it's kind of hard to meet people there. And then, like, if I go to, like, a cigar lounge or something, it's usually, like, 70-year-old dudes that are just not with the times, and so it's just kind of hard to, like, get that same vibe without a church. I need to just join a fucking a cult.
I have no idea what I just walked in on, but the first thing I fucking hear is I need to join a cult.
A cult. OCCULT.
Well, bro, Don, ironically, that's not really true. When you read the Bible, I forgot the verse at the top of my head. I do need to go and find that verse again, but there is a verse where it says that God has to give you faith. So anybody who says that they have faith, that would mean that they've somehow gotten approval from God himself. So, I mean,
Also, faith is belief without evidence. So if you want to please a mythical, non-existent creature based on zero evidence and only your imagination, go for it. I think it's stupid.
I do need to warn you about this guy. I'm sure enough you've ran into him, Deathless Light.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he was I was on this live.
How's it feel to lose? How's it feel to lose?
No, dude. Let me tell you what I'm gonna have to type this in the
We got a
comments, or you'll
requester.
guarantee. Okay.
What's
I'm
up,
just gonna
Tommy?
type it in the comments video. It said to this woman. Just
What's up, bro?
You over the age of 18, brother?
Yeah, I'm 22.
All right, which religion do you follow?
Christianity.
All right, brother. Why should I?
Why should you? I thought you was talking to him. I didn't want to interrupt in the middle of y'all conversation.
Oh, he's a friendly. He's co-host.
Oh, okay. Well, I would heavily imply that you should follow Christianity because there's nothing in the Bible, one, that Jesus says that you can apply to your life that won't drastically affect it in a great way. And overall, just in God, I'm gonna put it simply, scientifically, it has been proven that the universe hasn't always been around and there was some cause that created it. Now, overall, there has to be something to create an intelligent life force just like me and you. create a world that we can live and thrive on with some type of intellect, some type of beauty to it, some type of creator, which shows that there is some type of God.
All right, we've got two
So-
ways we can do this. A, I can take you down the scientific rabbit hole. B, you can talk scripture with Jaden. Which one do you want to do?
So whatever y'all want to do, I don't
Go
know.
for it, Jaden.
Well, all right. So you said that anything Jesus has said wouldn't greatly affect your life. Do you think being a racist and calling a woman a dog is something that wouldn't greatly affect your life?
Of course, I don't think that there's no part in the scripture where Jesus said that it was okay for people to call women dogs.
Oh, but he does it himself. Look at Mark 7 and Matthew 15. And fun fact, in Mark 7, I don't know if you know this, but since Jesus was a Jew, when a Jewish person called a Gentile a dog, it was a racial slur. So, I mean, man. No scripture for this? I don't think so. And the fact that you need teachings to be a good person is kind of a bigger show of exactly what kind of person you are.
Me?
Yo.
I'm so sorry, guys. 1 second. Hi, Evan.
Oh shit, what's good, Evan?
Hi, Pookie Bear.
Sup?
Jaden and Tommy are going at it right now
I
with.
just got given a.
I'm not going at it with nobody. I'm just listening to what he got to say.
I just got home from my girlfriend's house.
Oh, what's good, RPR too?
Her parents gave me a telescope, and I'm building it right now.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, hang out, brother. I'm letting Jaden take
Yeah,
this
well-
call. But if Jaden, do you know who Evan is?
Yes, of course. Why the fuck wouldn't I, Cody?
Just double checking. So if anything biology comes up,
Yeah.
or dinosaurs.
Yeah, I
he
know.
really likes dinosaurs too
Yeah.
and trains.
I could tell by his profile picture.
Yeah.
What's good, RPR? It's going pretty good. So, Tom,
Alright,
what do you have
yeah,
to
go
say
back at
about
it.
this?
First off, to go from the very end of what you just said, overall, I don't know you, you don't know me, so you don't know how I apply whatever to my life. Because you said it says a lot to me about, it says a lot about me putting scriptures on my life. You don't know what I do.
So it's all up for
But I'm
interpretation.
not going to take any type of,
So it's all up for interpretation.
What are you talking about?
All the scripture is up for interpretation.
No, I never said that either.
He's responding to me saying that the fact that
Yeah,
you need
he said
teachings
something like-
shows more about you as a person. Like
Yeah,
it
he's
still
talking about, he
does.
said that to me,
If
and I
you
was
were
saying that to him.
look, if somebody came up to you and said, guess what, brother, you need to do this, but instead of you doing that, you decide to do the complete opposite, but it was a good thing, does that show that you're a good or bad person?
You're asking me this. When did I come up? Wait, hold on. Are you
It's a
are you
question.
assuming that I came up to him saying that he should do anything? Because off rip, I never came up in here saying that he should do anything.
No,
or he
it's
needs
a
to do anything. So what
question.
is? I know it's
It's
a
a
question, but
question.
I'm trying to figure out where this question stems from. Like, why are
It's
you
just a
asking me this
question. It doesn't have an origin. Just answer the question.
Nah, I won't
Are you
answer the
good or
question.
bad? Are you,
Am I good or
are you a good or
bad?
bad person? Yeah, if you were
That's
in
a
this
different
scenario,
question.
somebody,
We're all bad
no,
people. We've
no,
all
no,
done
no.
bad
If somebody,
things. So yeah,
oh
I'm
my
a
god,
guy.
if somebody
Let me answer the
came up
question.
to
Let
you,
me answer the question. You just asked me a
no,
simple
that
question.
wasn't the
I'm gonna give you a
fucking
simple
question I
answer.
asked.
So
Oh my god, that is what the
what
fucking
the fuck are you
question I
asking then?
asked.
What the fuck are you asking?
I said, if somebody came up to you and said to do something that was good, but you went and did the exact
But you
opposite,
just sat there
are
and
you a
said,
good
"Are
or
you a
bad
good and
person?
bad person?" You're asking two different questions, and you're saying that's not what I asked.
I repeated the end of my question because I thought you were fucking listening to the first part of my question, but clearly you weren't. So yes, I had to repeat
No, you saying a
myself
lot of
again.
stupid shit and being slightly disrespectful.
You
So
a
of course
good?
the shit gonna go
So
one
are
ear and
you a
out the
good
fucking
person?
other.
Are you a good person? Would you be a good
I'm a
person
bad
in this
person that does
scenario?
good things. I'm a bad person that tries to do good things.
I'm sorry you think that low of yourself. Let's skip on to something more
No,
lighted.
it's not just me thinking that love of myself. It's me being honest that I have done.
Do you want to
bad
go to
things in
the
my life.
universe and your scientific proof that it was created?
It's about me doing the utmost, trying to be humble myself and say that I've done bad things in my life. I have no. I'm not me. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm thinking low of myself.
Okie dokie. So do you want to
Unless you're
provide
a
this?
perfect person, like, what are you talking about?
Okie dokie. So
I'm
do you...
sorry that you're that arrogant of a person that you can't admit that you've done wrong in your life.
Brother.
Okie dokie. So do you want
literally
to
what
provide
you're
the
ranting about.
scientific evidence that the universe was created? You said
What
you
did you say?
mentioned that earlier when you first got in here. It
I
was
said science. Yes, I said science has proven that the universe has not always been around.
wonderful. What
There has been a cause.
Which
what'd you
source
say?
is that?
68% of astrophysicists would disagree that, yeah, at least that the Big Bang is the beginning of the universe.
The Big Bang is the beginning of the universe. Okay, I'm
False.
saying.
68% of astrophysicists don't agree. The other, what was it, like 30? Wait, no, 28 or 38? The other percentage said no comment because they, yeah.
That's not true. That's not
It's
true.
very true. What part of the Big Bang
That's not
states?
true. That is not true.
Tommy.
And if you were going to go off the basis of the Big Bang, then you would have to sit there and say what created the Big
Okay,
Bang. That's
pause.
still a lifelong,
Pause.
a lifelong argument between all
Pause.
types of people and scientists.
Pause. I don't, dude.
68%.
Pause. I don't care about the anecdote. So, which part of the Big Bang Theory states that the universe did not exist and then started existing?
Who said that the Big Bang stated that the universe started existing?
You.
I did not say the Big Bang.
You said that the Big Bang is
I said the Big
scientific
Bang- I
evidence
never-
for the
no.
start of the universe.
I never said that Big Bang was scientific evidence. I said scientists have proven that the universe hasn't always been around. Thus meaning there's
False.
a cause for the universe. I never said the Big Bang.
So
he came in here and said the
what?
Big
So
Bang.
what evidence justifies the belief that the universe did not always exist?
Science. I've told you, scientists. You can do your own research on it. There's no.
You're the
biblical
one with the
scriptures
claim.
about
You
it.
need to
There's
provide
science.
the
If you
evidence
do your research-
justifying it.
What did you say? What did you say?
You have the claim. You should have provided, or at least came prepared with some sort of a citation to provide to us that scientists said this. And you need to justify the belief that scientists say that the universe did not exist and then started existing.
That's what you're saying.
Yes, this is a scientific claim that you have on your hands right now. So you need to demonstrate it with demonstrable, verifiable, falsifiable evidence.
Well, that's the easy part of this whole thing. Everybody has a smartphone.
Okay,
Lucky
so
for me,
what
it's not the 90s, and
citation?
you can all just go in.
Okay,
What?
here,
What science I
let
saw what?
me tell you what science says. In accordance with the Big Bang Theory, 13.8 billion years ago, the universe was in a hot, dense state already existing because the first law of thermodynamics is energy cannot be created or destroyed, therefore it wasn't created. And it expanded 13.8 billion years ago. The expansion is caused by dark energy. Thank you. So what evidence in science tells you that the universe did not exist and then did?
What evidence in science tells you that nothing could create something?
Nobody fucking says that. The universe has always existed.
I never said that. You
All
fucking said
science
that. I'm asking you that
justifies the
question.
belief that the universe
So what
has
the
always
fuck are you
existed.
talking about? I'm asking you a simple question. What scientific what is telling you that nothing could create something?
Nobody.
That is what I'm
I don't
asking
believe
you.
that.
I've never said. What is telling you this?
Nobody. I don't believe that.
Okay, so what are you going on about,
The universe is eternal.
bruh? Oh my goodness.
The hot dense state was that of energy. Energy cannot be created, and there's no evidence to justify the belief that it was created.
You obviously don't do your research on shit, bro. What a fucking nigger.
What?
Oh, what the fuck? All right.
Huh?
Yeah, yeah. Oh man. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why people are fucking like that. Fucking weirdos.
What just happened?
The expansion has a starting point, Apple user.
Sorry, I
Oh my god, we're getting
Yeah,
the
bro.
originals in here.
Johnny.
The originals?
What's up?
Johnny is one
What's
of
up,
the
Pookie?
originals.
Nothing much. Just got done clearing out some crackheads out of some businesses. So that was an interesting day.
Yeah. Nice.
Ooh, Evan, Crunchy just asked me a pretty interesting question. Did atoms exist before the Big Bang? Because I heard they formed during the Big Bang. I'm not certain on that. I don't know.
Atoms did not exist before the Big Bang. The Big Bang did not have matter. It was a hot dense state of energy fields and quantum fields. And then about like a couple hundreds of milliseconds after the Big Bang started expanding, quarks and stuff. You know.
Welsh is gonna open up the can of worms about carbon-based life versus non-carbon-based life.
There is no non-carbon based life. Or
That is an assumption.
there is no evidence that could point towards a non-carbon based life. Don't Don't be a Ryland Grace and suggest that the water is not needed for life, okay?
It's
Which-
not. It's not needed for life, or it's needed for life as we know it, as Neil deGrasse would say.
That's valid. He's not wrong.
Cody,
It's valid. It's valid.
You know, I really wanted to go with that guy with the scripture, but no, he couldn't answer a simple question. And he just decided to pick and choose.
I don't even
what
know
the
what
fuck
you
he was
guys were
hearing.
talking about, to be honest.
Well, he had, because when I had told him that if you need teachings to be a good person, then doesn't that show what kind of person you are? And then I had asked him, because he didn't respond to it. I had asked him, if somebody came up to you and told you to do something good, but you did the complete opposite, would you be a good or bad person? And then he just went on that whole little rant talking about humbling yourself and whatever the fuck.
Well, if somebody is telling me it's a good thing, it would have to first align with my morals. Like, just because somebody says something is good doesn't automatically make it good.
Well,
yeah,
yes,
this
but
is the prep of the of building it on my book on my bed, building the
Oh,
telescope.
hell yeah,
yeah.
dude.
What is that?
What's up, Pengu?
It's a telescope.
The Galileoscope. Yeah.
Hello, Pengu.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man, you over the age of 18?
What?
You over the age of 18?
Yeah, I'm 18.
All right, which religion do you follow?
I'm a Christian, and just I don't have that much time. I only got a couple of minutes, but I saw this and figured I should join it.
Sure, what evidence do you have for your God, brother?
So, just like when you look around in nature and like the complexity of the earth, it's just like I feel like that has to point
Why?
to not necessarily just the Christian God, but just to any
Why?
God. And then I have
Steve,
what?
nature, that would entail a design, and I see no evidence of design. So
Nature is very chaotic, and there are
very
very few
chaotic.
parallels.
yeah, like chaos theory does have order, but nature itself is quite chaotic.
Yeah, but like the systems and the I don't know, just like the order and just I
What?
mean, no, it's chaotic, but it all like
Right, so
like
pause. Let's go through this
Yeah, yeah.
one step at a time.
Sure.
Do you grant the constants as your evidence for something making it to be constant?
yeah. Well,
Okay.
that's another
Do
thing.
you
is
grant
the
the
beginning of
belief
time.
that gravity is a constant of the universe?
like a constant, as in like it's always there, sort of.
The constants of the universe, these are the things that never change. It is the universe's quote-unquote fine-tuning. Gravity is so quote-unquote finely tuned that if it were blah 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 off, the whole universe wouldn't work, or blah 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 argument.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Okay, what evidence do you have that gravity could have been any other way, or that something created gravity?
Okay, well, first of all, I mean, I'm not a scientist, but what I will say is, okay, would you agree that the universe has a beginning?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, that's tricky.
Do you know what the
But,
Big Bang
so-
Theory actually says?
Yeah, well, the Big Bang Theory says that at a specific point there was a super small like an atom or like that like collided and then expands now infinitely.
I mean, he's closer than most people get.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider a straw man. So the Big Bang Theory is stating that
Yeah.
there was a hot dense state, and 13.8 billion years ago it started expanding.
Okay.
Yes. It expanded 13.8 billion years ago. That expansion was caused by dark energy and dark matter. We know that
Yeah,
because
bro.
of CMB radiation. I don't know if you're lagging out or if you're just talking.
Yeah, wait, I think I am lagging out. I just got a call and it like went over the live. My bad.
It's okay, mate. No, but yeah, the Big Bang expanded due to dark energy and dark matter and a quantum vacuum. That's the current going hypothesis, the leading hypothesis. Now, is that absolute fact? No, because A, there's no absolute fact in science, and B, it's not a scientific theory, which is the closest thing to a fact in science. but it is the leading hypothesis, the quantum vacuum.
Yeah, gravity, by the
volume-
way, is a description of the universe. It's
Yes,
just us
like
telling
gravity
and
is a
explaining what the universe is and how it works. Nothing made the universe. So to say that gravity is tuned would quite literally require you to prove that some god made the universe, because gravity is just a descriptor for the universe.
Well, and to drive on Cody's point, gravity is not consistent. We are able to measure gravity, and gravity fluctuates pretty dramatically, even based on elevation, atmosphere, heat. Like, there's a lot of
Yeah,
things that
speed.
affect gravity.
Gravity is affected by speed mainly.
So then,
Well, no, time is. Never mind.
so like, how does this connect to your point? I'm just confused. Like, all this stuff is logical, and makes sense, but like, how does this?
So, in order for it to be have a great designer, so like if we look at things that are designed, they have consistency.
Okay.
In nature, consistency is non-existent. You won't find two plants that are identical. You won't find two gravity fields that are identical. Like, nothing repeats itself. It is all individual. Can it follow the same like patterns? Absolutely, but nothing is consistent within nature.
Yeah, the whole point, brother, is that there's no evidence of a god. There's no evidence that anything here was created by God. There's no evidence that gravity or any other constant was created or tuned by God.
Yeah. Well, I just it just seems like to me, like if you can get to the point where you think the universe does have a beginning, everything that has a
It
beginning
doesn't.
has to have a
No,
cause.
not everything has a beginning. Everything that begins to exist has a cause, yes, but you then have to prove that the universe began to exist, and there's no
Well,
evidence
can
for
you
that.
can you prove that it didn't begin to exist?
Yes,
Like,
I
that's
can.
okay, how?
Yeah, the first law of thermodynamics, energy cannot be created. Energy exists, therefore it's always existed. Energy was never created. It cannot be created.
I don't know if he lagged out or not.
But yeah, Pangu, I mean, even if you think what we're all saying is fucking bullshit, you can always go and fact check this yourself. Question every last damn thing that you fucking
That's true
can.
too. I'd like to add in something further. One day we might find out that energy can be created. The thing is, that's not going to be evidence for a god. Even if we find out that the universe had what came from something, or something caused the universe to come into be from, I don't know, some other field, that's still not evidence for God. What that would be is evidence that we don't know something about physics. What we would find, most likely, most plausibly, is a deeper mechanic in physics that explains how and why energy can do what it does, the how and why about energy, quote unquote, being created, and the how and why about the universe being created. And there would be no evidence still. Like, that is not evidence for God. To have evidence for a God creating the universe would require something astronomical, like a fucking fingerprint or video or photo, like something showing God creating and putting the universe together. That does not exist. The only reason that you believe in your God is that some stupid people, ignorant, wrote down on pieces of paper 2,000 years ago that this is true, and you believed it because your parents told you to. That's not evidence for anything. People believed in so many other gods just as much as you believe in your God.
Hey, Cody, I do want to interject on what you just said. They didn't have to be stupid. They were either stupid or malicious.
Fair enough.
I mean, they could have been indoctrinated themselves.
Oh, by the
from
way,
their
yes,
parents,
I
their
do
parents.
love soy. Soy is amazing. Soy milk is the greatest milk.
Yeah, Cody is our favorite soy boy.
Yep.
Soy boy,
Absolutely
soy
fucking love soy.
Ah, fuck.
But yeah, Pangu.
Yo, wait.
regardless.
Am I lagging out still? Like you guys hear me?
Yeah, it's
You're
we
good
hear you
now.
now. If you go off of
Oh,
the
sweet.
app, we can't hear you.
Sorry, that's my must have
That'd
been
be
lagging.
weird.
But
It was.
no,
It
but
wasn't showing he was on Tico.
I appreciate you guys. I appreciate this, and you know, it's good to have a logical conversation. I just feel like from what I've experienced, like we can't just be matter and energy
We are
floating around because we are ultimately meaningless. Then where do
Yes.
we? Then do you think that then that means that our like good and bad is just merely a societal
Yes.
It absolutely is.
Yes. You have nailed the fucking nail on the head, brother. Yes. All things are meaningless. Read Ecclesiastes, even in accordance with your Bible, if that
Yes.
is true. We are nothing but fucking stardust. We evolved to have morals in societies, developed and created by societies and cultures.
Mhm.
That's that. It's that simple. It is that simple.
Yeah. I would also like to add on to the biblical point. If you were to really think that this God of the Bible, Yahweh, was the basis for your morality, basically your whole existence for life would be to worship him. That would be your only reason to be alive, is for worship. So would you rather have an existence where you can think on your own that this is what's good, this is what I think brings me happiness, or would you rather have a God sit there and tell you the only purpose for you living is to worship me?
Well,
And also worship him slaughtering babies and committing mass
Okay,
genocides
okay.
and grapes.
Okay, so what do you want me to go off your point or his point first?
His.
Okay, so you're saying like it's meaningless to worship a god essentially, or like it's just
Well-
not like it's not like a good
life
thing? I don't
is
know, like,
still
what you're saying.
meaningless.
So do you give any credence to sociology? Like do
Like,
you,
what do you mean?
do you understand the basics of sociology, or like do you believe that it's something that is provable and true?
No. Well, here, could you define sociology?
Sociology is the how psychology impacts social groups.
Yeah. So I mean, I believe.
Okay,
Psychology.
so everything sociology and psychology that we understand of it now points more to morality and things like religious law being a survival mechanism. It's, hey, these are all commonly agreed upon rules because it helps everybody survive better, and not a divine gift. It's just, hey, a lot of people terminate life prematurely. Let's stop that from happening as much as we can, so as a species we can go further.
Well, so you know what's crazy actually is the things that Jesus teaches, like on paper they wouldn't help you to survive. Like he teaches you to like forgive those who do wrong against you and to like turn the other cheek and like
That
that
does
like
help you
basically
survive.
no, but like think about it. Like
I am
if
thinking
I
about
were
it.
to
That helps you survive.
if I were
Empathy
to
helps you
hoard things
survive.
and to do things for myself and like seeking out of like
Doing
self-seeking.
If we're using the Bible as societal rules to help survival, okay, the Bible gives guidance on food consumption, it gives guidance on procreation, it gives guidance on fighting, infighting, external fighting, things like that. And for a
Furry.
Yeah,
for
so
a-
Johnny, I know where you're going, but I also do want to talk about something it said. Jesus wasn't really that greatest of a dude. I understand that his teachings were good, but I can't. I know there's this argument where they aren't original. I don't know. I do need to look into that argument. But yeah, Jesus called a woman a dog, and as well was a racist. So I mean, if that's something you want to base your morality off of, then sure, go ahead. But to me, that still is.
Jesus never
terrible.
called a woman a dog.
Yes, he
called the
did. Look at
Canaanite
Mark
woman a
7.
dog.
Look, oh, that's in Matthew 15, but it originates from Mark 7. Matthew takes that story and he twists it and he tries to make it about faith. And the reason he calls her Canaanite is because back in those times when a Jew was to call a Gentile a dog, it was a racial racial slur.
Hey, Junior.
Here, I'll pull this up right now. Mark 7. Do you have like the particular verse in Mark 7?
Yeah, I'll read it. I'll just read it for you.
Yeah.
Do you want the whole thing or just where he calls her a woman? Calls a woman a dog.
No, if you give context, that'd be great.
Okay, from there he set out and away to the region of Tyre. He entered a house and did not want anyone to know he was there, yet he could not escape notice. But a woman whose little daughter had an unclean spirit immediately heard about him, and she came and bowed down at his feet. Now the woman was a Gentile of Sephardic origin. She begged him to cast the demon out of her. He said to her, "Let the children be fed first, for it is not fair to take the children's food and throw it to the dogs." But she answered him, "Sir, even the dogs under the table eat the children's crumbs." Then he said to her, "For saying that you may go, the demon has left your daughter." And when she went home, she found the child lying on the bed and the demon gone. So as we can clearly see, Jesus called a woman a dog here. As we can also see, she's a Gentile. But if we go to Matthew 15, which is what Evan was talking about.
She called herself a dog first, and he just reaffirmed that.
I mean,
no, didn't she say? Didn't Jesus say like, well, she reaffirmed him calling her a
that
dog, but
yeah, she reaffirms the idea, but Jesus is the one who first calls her a dog. And the story that you brought up, Evan, this Matthew twists this story a lot. He even twists what Jesus says here. Instead of Jesus saying what he said at Mark, it's, "Woman, great is your faith, let it be done for you as you wish." And Jesus didn't say that in Mark. But we can also see here that he unironically makes this scenario even worse, because he says here, "Send her away, for she keeps shouting after us." He answered, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." So now with this, we can make two things right here. One, he would have never ended up helping that woman because of the simple fact she was not an Israelite, and that she had to degrade herself to even receive help. And Matthew tries to make this about faith.
Yeah, I got to head out.
Okay, and I have an explanation for that once you're done with your point. Just let me know.
I'm done.
Okay,
By the way,
so,
guys, follow Jaden on TikTok. He does his own lives as well.
So the Greek word that Jesus used was, I might butcher this, but it's kunarion, which is often like interpreted as a puppy or like a household pet, not like a harsh insult. And
even worse, she's calling him below a normal dog. That's still worse.
He's saying, so like you know how puppies are often like loving and trusting. He was more in that context rather than an insult to point to her as having like the trust that a young dog would, instead of being like, "You're a dog," like a negative looking down at her insult.
I don't think there's any way you could twist this to make this positive. I don't think calling somebody a puppy
I don't
makes
think
it
looking at the
even
context is twisting it. I think you have to understand, like,
you're not
like
improving the
translation.
stance here. I mean, Evan, am I wrong here? He's not improving the stance at all.
Nah. Ooh, thanks for the gift, guys.
Okay, and then I have to leave after this because my grandma's coming over. But here, I have one Bible verse I want you guys to read, if that's possible.
One for you to read as well.
Sure. Okay, I'll read it.
Deuteronomy 22, 28 through 29, or 1 Samuel 15. Go ahead and read those for me. And what's the verse that you want me to read?
Matthew 13, 15. Wait, where's it? 15, 13? 1 minute. Yeah, Matthew 13, 15. Yeah, I'll read Deuteronomy for you after that.
Yeah, so I just went ahead and fact checked you saying the Greek translation. It still means dog or hound.
I literally looked it up and it said.
How did you look it up?
Just on Google.
Yeah, I googled the Greek translation for dog. What does it mean? The primary ancient Greek word for dog is kion. I have no clue how to pronounce that, meaning a dog or a hound.
Kunarion? Wait.
I have no clue how to pronounce that. I'll type it in the comments. But sorry, can you repeat the verse you wanted me to read?
Yeah, it's out of Matthew 13:15, I believe.
That was just a damn word. Matthew says, but okay, let's read this here.
Oh yeah, so that is a different word than the one that I found. I'll type the one that I found in. It's kun or that was the word that I
Nice.
found, so it's different than.
I'll look that word up. I got you.
All right, yeah, because I looked up the one that was like specifically from the verse, and that was what it gave me.
Oh, okay. Meaning. Yeah, so if you continue to read this AI overview, because I assume that that's what you also looked like, is I have no clue to pronounce it. It's like koinoi, and I can't even pronounce that Greek word meaning little dog, puppy, or house pet, which still is making the situation much worse. It is a diminutive form of the word for dog. It appears in the New Testament, and then just looks up the verse that I even brought up in the story of Jesus and the Sophronic woman, often used to differentiate pets from wild or street dogs. So it's not making this any worse. It's not making this any better. I mean, if I were to sit there and call you a house pet, what would you think? Do you think I'm respecting you or disrespecting you?
Well, I mean, honestly, what I would say is like their language structure is way different. It's like we can't just cherry pick like a word that they said and then use that to try and disprove an entire religion.
That's not even. I'm not trying to disprove anything. I'm trying to tell you what the man said. So answer my question directly and don't pivot from it.
Yeah, sure. What's your question?
If I were to sit there and look at you and say that you're a house puppy, would you think I was disrespecting you or respecting you?
Freaking say that.
I mean, it depends on like the context of what you're saying.
Depends on the context. You're a worthless dog.
I mean, yeah, I could think you're joking. I could think you're being serious.
Yeah, so in a serious sense, it is fucking rude. If you're joking, it is fucking rude, but you know it's a joke. Come on now, let's read the Bible and read the words that it says and stop trying to reinterpret the words and definitions of words. Words mean words. Without words, we have no fucking communication. The word is, Jesus said you're a goddamn worthless fucking dog. You're a piece of shit. You're pathetic. You're gonna die. You deserve death. You are nothingness. You are worthless unless you let yourself fucking bathe in my fucking blood, of which I am going to punish you.
Well, Cody,
and
you're going
protect
a bit over
you
rails.
from
We're
myself.
talking about a specific. Cody, you're going a bit off the
Ugh.
rails. We're talking about a Canaanite.
Canaanite woman. I mean, really, she would be a Gentile. I would rather go off of what Mark says compared to any other gospel, since Mark was the first one out of all the gospels. But
Did he or did he not call her a fucking worthless animal?
He didn't.
Yes or no?
No, he didn't call her a worthless.
He did not.
animal.
Okay, what is the fucking word used?
What?
What is the Greek word?
The Greek word is kunarion.
Meaning?
Probably butchered that.
Which means
a puppy, which Jesus used to show the woman's
little
great
dog,
faith.
puppy, or a house pet.
Which Jesus used as a symbol to show the woman's great
Oh
faith.
wait,
I don't
whoa,
understand the issue with that.
whoa! Are you using Matthew 15? Or are you using the verse that I said to use?
No, so I searched up on Google for Mark 7, right? And this is what it's giving me.
Oh wow, dude, you cherry picked the absolute fuck out of this AI overview. In Mark 7:27 through 28 is a Greek word used by Jesus meaning little dog, puppy, or pet dog. Rather than a street scavenger, it refers to a household pet, including a less harsh pedagogically or metaphorical restrictive term. This is even worse, referring to Gentiles as belonging to the household rather than.
It gave us a different one then, because on mine it said that Jesus used it as a symbol to show her great faith.
Yeah, calling someone a worthless dog shows such good faith. What a good, nice person.
Even when you go into the translation, he's still calling her a dog. It doesn't really change the fact, nor does it change the fact that she had to degrade herself for even getting the chance to have her daughter saved. I mean,
Okay,
would an
hang on.
all-loving dude make a woman degrade herself so that he could heal her daughter, or would an
Fumarian
all-loving dude just
is
do it?
the demeaning form. That's the word used. You are a worthless dog, not a puppy. That's not what it's saying. Worthless dog. It's using specifically the demeaning form of the word. It is using it as a slur. You are a worthless nothing puppy. You're shit. If it used the word chiron, meaning dog, and literally little dog or puppy, might be a little bit of a different story.
That's the one that's used here, but it's still in that same context of worthless when you look at Matthew 15, but it still doesn't improve it at all, just because he's still calling her a dog and she still had to degrade herself to even receive the healing for her daughter. It doesn't make it in any way, shape, or form better just because it's pet dog, little dog, or puppy. I mean, if I went up to you and said, I need help, and then I said this word, would you still take that as disrespect or respectful?
Yeah, we've got a lot of people in chat also looking up the word, and Greek, according to Greek Bible, it means a little or worthless dog or worthless. Like every single, you want to take it as
I should
puppy,
check the
go
Greek
for it.
Bible.
There are other fucking interpretations, and when you are asking to save someone's fucking life, and instead the person that you are worshiping is fucking toes on says, nah, you're a fucking dog. That in and of itself is using it in the worst way you possibly could. I would not give this to you. You are a dog. You're nothing. You are worthless. You don't even sit at the same table as me, you disgusting piece of shit, whom I supposedly created perfect. Like, what the fuck? It's disgusting. He's not a good person. He's disgusting. Fuck him.
What? Okay. What? All that stuff you just said about like what disgusting and like
Yeah.
what? Where
Yeah.
did that come from? I'm just
Yeah,
so
the word in Greek to mean a little or worthless dog. Yeah.
Okay. So just to switch points real quick because I gotta go. I just have one question before I leave. How like based on what you believe, how could sort of the like I guess complexity of the human body, like lungs and heart and all
Yeah,
of the
over
systems,
billions of years of
how could they
evolution
come
and
from?
biology, dude. There's no evidence that a god made you. If you believe in Genesis 1, you believe in abiogenesis, that you were made from fucking dirt, which is inorganic becoming organic. You believe in abiogenesis.
No. That's poetry. That's not direct science. It's like
According
reading-
to you, there are 45,000 denominations of Christianity, with each denomination having tens of thousands of interpretations per fucking verse. You are not
You know
fucking
what's-
special. Your interpretation is not
you know
correct.
What's ironic? I just did go to check the Greek Bible. This word isn't even here.
What word?
I don't even care
the-
anymore. A, Jesus didn't fucking
Yeah.
exist. B, if he did, he's a fucking disgusting,
Okay.
masochistal,
First of all, that's
evil
that's
bitch.
insane to say.
Like, he's
to say that
pathetic.
he never existed. It's
Yeah,
one
he
thing to
didn't
believe Jesus is
exist.
God.
He didn't fucking
Okay, then-
exist. What
okay,
evidence
then
do you
what
have
year
for
is
that? Fucking anonymous fucking authors?
What year
What
is it?
year is it?
Over
That was written
over
by a
whose
fucking
birth?
human being, dumbass. What year is it? It is 2026 CE, contemporary era, you dumb son of a bitch. How about do some fucking studies before trying me?
Soy boy, chill the fuck out.
I am a soy boy. Soy is
Top
really good
five,
for you,
bro,
and
top
you get
five.
more protein from soy. So congratulations, you're dumb twice. Stop being dumb. So, anyways, no, there is no evidence for the Jesus existing. There are hearsay non-contemporary witnesses, of which are anonymous. The Gospels, completely anonymous, also decades after. There's no such thing as a contemporary witness to Jesus. There is no justification to believe in him. What you have are decades-old stories about Dionysus, Harris, and other gods that kept on recirculating, and then given the name Jesus.
Okay. Do you believe that Julius Caesar existed?
Yeah, we have evidence for him, including contemporary eyewitnesses. Let me say that again, dumbass. Including contemporary
we have a
eyewitness.
book from Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar wrote letters and wrote a book authored by him.
Yeah, we have
in- and we know it
contemporary
from his time.
witness. There are
Julius Caesar has
thousands.
12
Shut the fuck
manuscripts.
up.
Julius
There are
has 14,000.
thousands. There are thousands of manuscripts of fucking Harry Potter. It doesn't mean it's fucking real. You have pieces of paper. Congratulations. 100% of them are all fucking copies, by the way. There's no such thing as an original manuscript. Second of all of them are fucking hearsay. The Gospels are anonymous. Go study before looking dumb in front of thousands of people.
Well, 53 people.
Yeah, bro, chill. Just
too far.
Actually,
Eight-
how many people on YouTube?
813 total, and then 1,500 total on YouTube.
Oh shit.
So 1,000 people have seen you look like a
my
dumb
God.
son of a bitch that is defending a genocidal maniac. Congratulations, you're disgusting.
The YouTube community is actually like way stronger than the TikTok community.
Wow. Do need to go follow you over on YouTube. I haven't done that. I really don't. I
dare
completely forgot
you,
you had a
Chad.
YouTube.
Anyways, Jesus
I-
didn't exist. He's dead. The idea is gone. Do you have anything to say about that? Do you want to prove Jesus existed?
Well, you really can't prove anything. Prove to me
Yes,
we're
I
having this
can.
conversation.
We are.
Prove to me we're
All
having this
evidence,
conversation.
all evidence, including your observation of hearing and sight, demonstrates justified belief
Yeah, but
that
you
we are
can't
talking.
prove it.
I
You can't
just did.
100% prove
You can
anything.
hear me and
You
I'm
use logical
responding. So
evidence.
all evidence justifies the belief that we're having a conversation. Are you fucking stupid? What evidence justifies that we are not here having this conversation? Provide me that.
This could all just be an illusion.
Prove
You
it,
can't
bitch.
100% prove
Prove
anything.
it, bitch.
Prove
All
you can prove anything.
Yeah, I
The
can.
only thing you can
All
prove
the
is that
evidence, all
yourself,
evidence,
you're a
all
Christian
evidence,
organization.
all evidence justifies the belief that we're having this conversation. Now, provide any evidence justifying we're in a fucking simulation, you dumb son of a bitch.
So you
We grant facts based in evidence that justifies that it's true. You have to have evidence for facts. You have to have evidence for reasoning. You have to have evidence for all fucking beliefs. All evidence justifies that we are here and we are talking. You have zero evidence for your dumbass claim that even you believe is dumb, is that we're in a simulation. There's no evidence for that. There is evidence for us talking. So I believe that we're talking. If you want to provide an argument for something you don't even believe in, which is that we're in a simulation, go for it. But you and I both know that's stupid.
No, but I'm not saying that it's not true. I'm just saying it's impossible to 100% prove or disprove anything. You just have to go off of logical
Cool. Your
evidence.
God is not ever going to be 100% proved. You're indoctrinated, which means spreading a belief uncritically or without
Indoctrinated.
evidence, which is the definition of
Indoctrinated. Do you know
faith.
do you know how much more convenient it would be for me to be an atheist?
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
No, it
because then I could
wouldn't.
do
You have to
whatever I
deal with
want.
people like you every
I
day
could-
who haven't even read their own book.
Pause.
I have
Pause.
on my own-
Pause. We believe things when the evidence justifies a belief. You believe based on faith. Definition of faith, glad you asked. Hebrews 1 and Oxford Dictionary, belief without evidence. We believe things that are justified to believe. You believe things that are in your imagination and told to you that you should believe. One of us has a brain and one of us does not. Guess which?
You?
Oh yeah? What evidence do you have for your God?
Okay, so do you want evidence from my God or evidence that there is any God?
Any God
give you-
in the
I-
universe
I give you
ever in
3 points of
history that
evidence.
could ever have
Okay?
ever existed. Provide any evidence at all. Justify it.
Okay, that time there had to be something to put time
False.
into existence. Why? Why is that false?
Space-time expanded 13.8 billion years ago thanks to dark
13
energy from the hot dense state, of
13.8
which is an
billion years
emergent
ago, that-
property from energy fields. Thank you very much. Next point.
13.8 billion years ago. That's time, isn't it?
Yeah, dumbass, I just explained the entire thing. Say what I said again.
You said that the universe started 13.8 billion years ago.
An emergent property from energy fields came about energy, dark energy, which is the expansion of the universe.
Energy fields that came from
Space-time, time is just a calculation of distance, velocity, and movement. That's
Okay,
it. Time
so-
doesn't actually physically exist. The expansion of the universe is time. What caused that? Thank you for asking. Dark energy. So where's your evidence that a god had
dark energy
any
that came
pause?
from where, then?
Pause. Energy fields, dumbass. Pay a fucking attention. So now, what evidence do you
energy
have?
Fields, but they just came out of nothing. They just like
Energy cannot be created nor destroyed.
You're an idiot. Holy fucking shit, he's slow as shit. I've explained it 3 times. Now, would you like to stop burden shifting and demonstrate the belief that God made fucking energy?
What was the question?
Demonstrate the belief that God made energy.
What do you want me to say? That
You can't.
that energy
That's the
can't-
point.
Energy can't just pop into place. There has to be something outside.
It was
space
never
and time.
created, you
Energy
idiot.
cannot be created nor
Oh,
destroyed.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
you
just
don't-
you're just saying it was
outfight
always
for
there.
us.
So
Yes!
so
Where did
God
God
is
come
just-
Yes!
Where
is
did
just
God come
energy.
from?
A logically sound argument. The first law of thermodynamics. Energy cannot fucking be created. Energy exists, therefore it's always fucking existed. Prove God made it. You like to fucking, my God's eternal! I can't prove it! Energy is eternal, dumbass. Energy is eternal.
No, but like
No, but we have
Husbands
evidence
decide-
that energy can't be created. Provide evidence for your God.
My evidence. I already told you my evidence that
You haven't
that
provided
science
any
has-
evidence for
science has
God.
proven that the universe has a beginning.
Incorrect. The Big Bang
We
Theory
have-
states that there was a hot, dense state of which was
couldn't- I
energy and
couldn't deal
already
with it.
existed,
I
and then
couldn't deal with
13.8
it.
billion years ago it expanded.
I couldn't deal with it.
Fucking troll.
Provide that science. DM it to me. I can't deal with it. Can't deal with talking to dumbasses today. Made decent progress on the telescope.
What song did you send me? I don't have it.
Yeah, the Big Bang began 13.8 billion years ago. It expanded due to dark energy and energy fields and quantum vacuum. Sub 5. Cody literally does mog you. Like, wanna be Harry Potter?
Whether you believe it or not, science says the universe started as a hot dot, and everything in existence today remained contained in that very
Jaden,
small
come back up.
spot. And then
Big Bang
something like
began
100th of a
13.8
billion of a trillion of a second later, that space became greater, and it's theorized the universe doubled in size like 90 times.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Jaden, come back up. I'll.
What's this one?
Request up, Jaden. I'll bring you back up. I can let you up.
Now the universe has started to be 13.7 billion years old, give or take a few 100 million years. And it's filled with clouds of gas, black holes, and little spheres. Some of those spheres are stars over 300 sextillion. That's a 3 followed by 23 zeros. 3 trillion times 100 billion in the universe. As for the number of planets, good luck understanding it. Even math has a hard time grasping it with the vastness of space. It's no wonder that science has to hesitate giving us a number, but they feel safe to estimate it's nowhere under 200 to 400 billion planets per galaxy. And the Hubble telescope goes to show there's at least 176 billion, and that's just the observable zone alone. Whatever's outside of that is unknown, and all this we could see from right here is a distance of 93 billion light years. And all the universe gets bigger as we wait, cause space expands at an accelerating rate, and its ultimate fate is a never.
God, that is awesome. Thank you, Collapse.
Yeah, I like that.
I like those.
Did you see that, Cody? Did you ever see that video I sent you where this guy used you for an example in his video?
Yeah, it came up on my For You page too.
He's
Wait, what was
fucking.
it?
He's so stupid.
What is up, D's?
What's up, man?
Hey, man,
I'll
you at
send
the
it
age of
to you then.
18?
Yes, I am.
Wonderful. Which religion do you follow, brother? L. You just came
I'm
back
a
up. We'll have to get you
Christian,
next.
and I can provide some evidence as to why that is the case.
Sure. I feel like I hear a smile in your voice, though.
No, no smile. So you're saying there's no evidence for God. My only
Yes.
evidence I have is a personal story of an alcoholic father.
Cool.
who
I don't care.
Was
I don't care. I do not give a flying fuck.
Sir, if you're gonna host a debate channel, you've
Your
got the
sob
first
story?
premise is to
Congrats.
let
We all
people-
have a sob story. It doesn't fucking make your God exist. What evidence in your story can you point to? Yeah, my father was an alcoholic. He grabbed a knife
Sir,
and was
I
bringing
was-
it down
I
on
was
my
trying
head,
to
and then
tell
a
you,
magical
sir, this
force
is
field
ridiculous. I
threw
was
it
trying to tell you the
3,000 feet
story.
above. Shut the fuck up while I'm talking, bitch. So if you were to provide some sort of an anecdote like my dad was about to stab me in the fucking face and a hand from the sky came down, grabbed the knife, pulled it, and it fucking went into the ether, and then Albert Einstein himself went and tested that, and we know for a fact that that knife was found in another fucking dimension, that would be evidence that we could look into and say, holy holy shit, maybe some sort of a deity had something to do with this. But your story's not going to have anything to do with that. It's going to be a sob story about you giving your life over to God and then your life magically getting better, which can be explained through psychology, and it has nothing to do with an actual God. So no, I don't give a fuck about your sob story.
Right. Have a good one, Bay.
No, thank you. I'll do what I want. L, let's get you in here. I'm sorry that we got him up instead of you. You dropped down for a second. How you doing, L?
Yeah. So basically,
which God do you believe in?
No,
Are you? Hold on,
I'm not,
Cody.
like,
You forgot the
Christian or
most important question. Are you at least 18 or older?
Yes, I am. Oh yeah.
And which God do you follow?
You can answer Cody's question.
Huh?
Which God do you follow?
No, I don't like particularly follow any religion. But
You know, I don't know why. Anytime I bring up scripture, everybody just gets so angry. Oh man, I love to see it. That you say the scripture and man, it's a riot. Hey Pango, did you ever look at those verses I told you to look at?
Oh, there's so many people saying they want to call in over on YouTube. We'll get the link up.
All right, bet it.
If
We'll
anyone
look
gets
at-
over on YouTube, you will not be able to chat to them, but you can listen.
Okay.
It's a little annoying, I know. I'm gonna have to, like, if you guys ended up doing this like full time or something, we'd get a setup to where you could hear them or a phone call.
I'm not doing this full time, mate.
Man, Evan, you got too much shit going on to even do it.
Yeah.
Why is that such a long ass
My-
fucking link? Damn.
I visited my brother in Amsterdam, and he failed his
How was
criminal
Europe, by
law.
the way?
Pretty fun. My brother failed his criminal law.
Brit.
So hopefully he's gonna try and get a couple points up for because you have to because like it basically rated out of 8 points.
Oh
No, I think like out of 10 points you need to get a 6 to pass. You got a 4. On his criminal law, but like on his like his legal history, he got a 7. So he passed.
Cody, you are live streaming this on your YouTube, right?
Yes.
I do have my Chromebook. I think I could have this have that playing. I might just stay muted though.
Oh, you could join the call if you click on the link that's on YouTube. The only problem is you're
dude,
gonna
my
have echo.
Yeah, my microphone is shit on YouTube, so I'm just not even gonna do that.
For all those you guys on YouTube that were begging to call in, the link is right there. I don't see any of you calling in, so.
Well then I might as well just say this. If anybody really brings up scripture, just tell me what they're saying about it. 'Cause I doubt it's probably just gonna be bullshit anyhow. Oh yeah, is anybody else saying what they had said earlier when they were like, yeah, Jaden's cool. Let me hop in. Or some shit like that when you brought that up?
Mod me on my main TikTok channel. Type that it's you on TikTok.
Oh, me?
No, I'm spawning to YouTube.
Okay. Oh wait, somebody is requesting up over on TikTok.
We are. This looks like an atheist
Number
though.
1.
Hello, are you over the age of 18?
Yes, I am, sir.
Are you religious?
Yes. Well,
Yeah, he's a
yeah.
Christian.
Not necessarily, but
You a Christian?
oh no, pretty agnostic on religion right now. But I do believe just in God, I guess.
Okay. Do you have a specific God or just in general?
It's not a specific God, just more of a God which sustains reality. I don't know if that's like specific to you. but
Classical
like a
theism.
name. Not Spinoza.
Are you like?
no.
Okay.
I guess like a classical theist God, I guess maybe.
Why? Why Why?
I believe that, we have higher priors to believe in this classical theist God rather than not. But I just have a question. What do you think evidence is?
Dude, seriously,
Evidence of
you're one of those
facts
trolls.
or
I'm not trolling because different
Evidence
views,
is facts and
different domains.
information leading to a true conclusion. Why do I grant this as what evidence is because there's evidence for you could say that there's evidence for unicorns. Okay, I was standing outside the other day and I saw this white creature with one single horn and it had pink fur and rainbows coming out of its asshole and it leapt in front of me. You could consider that as evidence. No, I do not consider that as evidence. It's evidence of psychology. It's not evidence of a unicorn. You could also state some people saw a UFO and the evidence of this UFO is this photo. Guess what? That photo isn't evidence of a UFO either. That photo is evidence of a fucking balloon, we find out. Evidence has to lead to a justified true conclusion of this thing. The evidence never points to a God. All it does when it comes to God claims is point to natural biology, natural physics, natural logic, and or it's just fucking imagination.
Yeah. So you said that's going to be evidence for psychology. So presumably you believe that evidence in general can be relative to what we're talking about, or like what we're referring to.
Psychology
So
can be evidence,
when
yeah.
it comes to so like when it comes to God, what's their preferable method?
It depends,
of
brother.
evidence
Like
we should use?
if I'm talking to a Hindu, for instance, and they have a non-falsifiable God, there's not going to be any evidence for it. It's all 100% based on their
Yeah, I
hearsay
should
and
clarify
imagination.
what we mean by God here, right? God is a necessary being who instantiates these possible state of affairs.
I
That's what
can't
God is.
grant that because you're describing something as
Yeah,
a
I'm
necessary
saying-
being, but there's no evidence that it's necessary at all. What thing is contingent upon God?
Yeah. So look, I'm just saying, like, what is a preferable method of evidence that we can use? To
Right. Well,
probably
the
raise
universe
probability of
is
this necessary being?
empirical, so empirical scientific data that could be tested and demonstrated would be the preferred.
When it comes to existence, or when it comes to
The
necessary
universe,
things?
yes. If you're claiming something necessary, you have to prove by demonstration that something is contingent upon that thing. That's a scientific claim.
Not necessarily.
This
not
water
that.
bottle is contingent on my arm. There's evidence of my arm. If I drop this from my arm,
what?
it will fall. It is contingent upon my arm to be
the
up in
water
the air.
bottle is contingent upon your arm.
well, the water
I finished
bottle's
it.
staying
Like
upright.
I said that,
Wait,
and
you
it's
know
staying
how
in the air.
contingency or like contingent relations are invoked?
There's two different
Because if
types of
something doesn't have the
contingencies.
contingent grounding, then I think we'll
So
fail to agree
one of the
that exists.
contingencies is it is contingent in the air by my hand. My hand is holding it. My hand is being held by my arm. My arm is being held by my elbow. Like those are contingencies that we can follow
But
back.
now we're like
And then you
introducing
also
a
have contingency
arbitrary
of things
predicator.
will not exist unless this thing makes it exist. So either or, you still have to provide evidence that something is contingent upon your God.
Yeah, prior you said water bottle, now you're saying air. I mean, we're just introducing a non-modal
I'm
operator predicate.
providing
there. Anyways, that's
demonstrations.
redundant. Anyways. So, I mean, I deny that we should use empirics. You said what, sir? My bad.
Yeah, why? Why? How can you say that the universe is contingent upon a God without any demonstration at all? It is just your imagination.
No, I'm saying that things can be contingent. And sure, we must prove this thing is necessary if there's some contingent relation. But I deny the methodology we use to invoke such relation. For example, I think that some necessary beings cannot be conceivable given empirics or given like
So they're
I guess,
illogical.
David Hume's view. Not necessarily, but I could prove that. So I believe that you would have to hold to a radical skeptic view if you hold to empirical evidence is the only
I'm
way
not.
to sufficiently hold things.
I'm not a hard
Yeah, I think
empiricist.
the
I'm a natural
justification-
empiricist. I grant logic
wait,
as
so you
well,
don't
but
hold
even
to David-
logic itself requires evidence and justifications for each premises.
Through naturalistic empirical evidence?
Yeah. Naturalism and materialism explains basically everything. And if there's not an
Wait, you hold
explanation,
to
it's just simply there's not an explanation yet. It doesn't mean
Wait,
therefore
so you
God.
believe in
That's a God of the
materialism?
gaps logical fallacy.
Wait, so do you hold to a moderate view when it comes to
I'm not
physicalism?
I'm not hard on any of these things. My mind can be changed. A, I don't know everything. B, if you do know, fucking prove it. Why should I change my
Yeah,
mind? Why
I'm
should I
just trying
grant
to
your line of
understand your views here.
epistemology? What is your epistemology?
Yeah, me?
Yeah.
I could be a rationalist or probably a foundationalist. I don't really have like any specific.
Yeah, why should I grant that for God?
No, I don't think that our epistemology is used to prove God. I don't think that we can use rationalism.
That
to
is
prove God.
literally epistemology is to know. How do you
No,
know
no.
that
Okay,
your
so
God is real?
epistemology is to know, but epistemology is not how we use these things in order for
Yes,
us to
it
get
is.
justification.
Epistemologies
No,
are
that's
methods
meta
and ways to come
epistemology,
to
sir.
truths. Yes.
No, that's meta epistemology. Meta
Yes.
epistemology. No, second order epistemology and epistemology in general is two different things. When it comes to meta epistemics, we use theory of justifications. When it comes to epistemology, we don't use theory of justifications.
Yes, you do.
We use it modernly. We don't say that
You still
you must
use
hold
them.
to some
There is
infinitus
no
view or X
truth
unders view.
unless it is epistemically justified to be true. That is
Yeah,
how
and how we know
epistemology
these things
works.
are epistemically
Right, and
justified
that
through
depends
meta-
on the claim.
through
Now
meta-epistemology.
you are claiming that a God created the universe. That's an empirical claim. So you need to empirically prove it.
That's not what I'm arguing here, sir.
What are you claiming then? Your God did what?
I'm saying my God exists because he's necessary and he
Right.
instantiates
What is
these.
what is contingent upon his existence? Name something.
Yeah, existence itself. I believe that for something to exist, it must
Cool.
derive
Can
actuality.
we put a label on there? Let's say the universe exists. Okay, so the universe is contingent
No,
upon your
I'm
God.
not invoking the universe can be necessary. The universe can be contingent. That's not what we're arguing here. We're arguing possibility statements. So we're arguing that some things in the world are really possible, right? For us to arrive at actual existence,
Okay, is your God
there must
outside of
be
space-time?
a grounding relation. Yeah, I don't say that God is outside. That invokes some spatial temporal or some theory of persistence, as I wouldn't such invoke to a classical theist God.
The classical theist God is temporal. Or atemporal.
No, what?
Yes.
No,
Or, no, it's
that's a
atemporal.
neoclassicalist view. That's like what the Muslims hold to. The classical
the
theists don't believe that
classical
God is
theist God
temporal.
is
What are you talking
atemporal.
about?
Atemporal,
You
numbnuts.
said
And then I
you said
corrected
temporal.
myself. Good God, slow down.
Well, that's a free clip. I mean, like
Go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
use it to get out the hood, bro.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Thank
So
you.
why should I
could, like,
believe
share
your
the funds
God?
with you. Yeah, so you should believe in my God because we have higher priors to believe in such being.
Name one.
And like when we say priors or evidence, I got you. And evidence, our priors here is going to be a probabilistic case. Probabilistic
How does
case. I'm sorry.
probability? How the hell do you have a probability for a non-demonstrable thing? That's not possible.
Not necessarily, because within probability theory, we can assign priors to any subjects and say that these rational
Incorrect.
agents should up. Whoa. Wait, so you agree that every single subject could have a probability assignment?
No, you're saying that.
What? No, I'm saying that God here can have a probability assignment, such as that we can
For
assign
probability, you have to
priors,
have a
such as these
demonstration.
rational agents can upgrade their degree of belief, given these priors
Right.
are
I am
created.
get off of the script. I am asking you what probability
script?
analysis you're using. What data
Yeah,
demonstrates
Bayesian
that a God?
epistemology.
Right,
Yeah, we're using
Bayesian
a frequency
requires
system.
comparison. So again, what evidence is there to compare
No,
your
I
God
said a
to?
Bayesian and a
Yes.
frequency view.
So what data can we use for comparison?
Yeah, so the data we can use is just logical inference.
That's not data.
Inference still requires data, dude. You still have
No. Inference requires logic. So
You still
inference
have
here
to
is
have
using-
evidence for it, dude. My teacher gives this is an inference, okay? It is not absolutely true. An inference in and of itself does not provide objective truths. It provides higher probabilities of truths, correct?
And that's what the argument is
Correct.
making. We're
So
making
pause.
a
So
probabilistic
pause.
case.
So pause. But even for inference, you still have to have something to infer. My teacher every
Which is
Thursday for
logic.
the
That's why I
shut the
said
fuck up
logical
for a second.
inference.
My teacher every Thursday for the last year has provided us a pop quiz. So I infer that it is most probable for next Thursday to have a pop quiz. That is valid probability. That is valid inference. But
Yeah.
you still have to have comparison and demonstration. There still has to be data to be able to compare.
so no one-
So
yeah, so no
again,
one's saying
for the
that
fifth
inference
time,
alone
what data are you using for God to compare? I'm not going to ask again.
Yeah, I got you. No one is just saying inference alone can justify these things, but we're
I am asking you a specific question, dude. What data are you using to compare a God probability? That's all I'm
saying
asking.
that we can use these logical inferences.
Wonderful. What is the inference? What is the data?
Thank you. Now I can finally provide the argument for that without you cutting me off and muting me. So premise one, for there to exist, hey, you're being bad, bro. You're being bad faith, bro.
Okay, so you haven't provided. You said let me provide the data, and then
Bro,
you
let me.
then you
Oh my gosh. You said which
no
method are we using to capture such conceptual schema? And I said using a logical inference. And he shot me in my point saying that we're just invoking an inference relation. No, a logical inference and just an inference in itself is two different things. We can use logical inferences to justify things. So let me go ahead and give the argument
inference.
that use these inferential. What?
I said provide it.
Thank you. Premise one: some things in the world are really
That's
possible.
not
Do you
data.
disagree or do you agree?
Premises are not data.
Be quiet, son. Some things in the world are really possible. Do you disagree?
Go through them all.
Nah, I'm just disconnecting him. Like,
Oh, you dropped them.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
No, I dropped him. Yeah, I know. I know I dropped you. I intentionally did it. Andy, I'm not American. Well, technically I'm an American citizen, but
What?
I kicked him.
There wasn't even an argument
No,
made.
I kicked
We
you
asked
because
for. No,
I
this is
kicked
all
you. I
different,
kicked
dude.
him
He was
because
up
he did not
earlier.
provide data and provided only premises when data
Yeah.
was asked for.
I mean, I was gonna grant his premises and see where it went.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
because
I
Cody,
just
you're used to these fucking premises.
Like,
Well, so
I'm,
okay,
I'm used to it too.
premises,
But I just hate it.
logical arguments are sound when the premises are true and the conclusion follows, right? So if he actually had a logically sound argument, I could grant it. The problem is the premises, once he got to one we disagreed with, he'd still have to provide an external justification for it. So that's the annoyance, and that's what Evan was stuck up on, is we still need the data backing each of the premises. So just give us the data. We don't care about the actual syllogism. We care about the data that is provided for it.
Pengu. I don't know why you of all people are still in here. I thought you had to go or some shit like that. Like you repeated that 10
Didn't you have to like
times.
go with your grandma or something?
Yeah. No, that wasn't even Cody who did that. And he wasn't, there was never an argument made. They were asking for data and he gave premises.
Well, in their defense, he was about to provide an argument, by definition.
Well, yes, but he's saying that there was a loss. There was no loss when there was no argument.
Technically Evan kicked, who kicked him?
Evan.
Okay, technically he was kicked before he could even get his argument out, so that is in debate,
Like,
technically
my
a
bad on-
concession.
Yes. However, we asked him repeatedly on
Yes.
our on your live, Cody. You asked him to provide data, and he would not.
Yes, and I absolutely agree with that. Like, we weren't talking over him. He kicks when he loses arguments. Yep. Ango, you're so smart. I'm so proud of you. Bring him back. Try to give him 3 minutes. He hasn't requested. Evan's not American.
I do have to agree with him. I do have to agree with him. I don't like people who believe in the Prophet Muhammad at all.
Yeah,
Not
no, that's
cool,
valid.
Ben.
Well, I believe that Muhammad existed.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's any disagreements there. It's just if he did what this book really proclaims he did,
Yeah.
why the fuck are you following him? Andy, you're saying that there's so much evidence in this comment. If you really say that, come up on the panel, provide us evidence. Right? You've been to all
Talk to
these
Mel
places, get on
Gibson.
the plane. So I don't
This
even know
guy's
who that
looking
is.
for a way to infer his inference, right?
Who is Mel Gibson?
Actor. He did The Passion
I
of the
don't
Christ,
know.
remember?
No, I don't know
No.
about this.
He also
watched
did
Passion of the Christ.
what's that cop show? He did a lot, dude. Mel Gibson's a fucking genius. I love Mel Gibson movies.
Yeah, Pangu, you're completely twisting that verse. It wasn't the woman who was possessed, it was her daughter. No, I haven't, Adam.
I absolutely do swear at people.
Yeah. Why should we
Lethal
respect
Weapon.
him?
Yeah,
I
thank you,
mean,
Derby.
I mean, Cody. I mean, I am more respectful than what Cody is. I don't normally go straight at him like that.
I'm
But if you
100% an
wanna,
asshole.
oh yeah, I'm more so calm. I want to say that he gets angry. He just gets. How should I put this? He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit. Well, I'm more patient with the bullshit. It doesn't make it any better, Pangu. And you're still picking and choosing what exactly that means. It gave 3 different variations, and if you continue to even read the AI overview, dude, significance by using the diminutive, however the fuck you say that, house puppy. He's calling her a
Hell yeah,
house
Adam.
puppy. It's not making it any better. He's still it doesn't make it any better. Oh yeah, Adam. I definitely do you guys know who Adam is? Have you guys
I
ever talked to him
don't.
before? He's a friend of mine.
Rugby. Oh, you are one dude I will
He's the one
never
who
pick a
answered my
fight with.
question. Oh
Fuck
yeah.
that.
He's the guy who I asked about the question I asked you, why the
Rugby.
author's trying to.
You'd fuck me up.
Oh yes, he would. Yes, he would. He's an awesome dude. He really focuses on the prophecies. Yeah, I want to
I
get
like
into
violence.
rugby. I want to get into rugby. I don't know if I should
yeah.
though. I think
a fun
it'd be
game.
fun.
There's no such
I
thing
think
as
it'd be
sin,
fun, but I feel like
Pangu.
I'd get beaten.
I don't miss the
Oh, it's
mark.
fun.
I'm a very good marksman, actually.
Oh shit, seriously?
Just attacking the sin argument, making fun of it for missing the
Oh.
mark.
I really. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna assume here that you have heard of this story with the whole devil rebelling and everything. I hope you understand that
Incorrect,
story's not in the
Pangu.
Bible.
It literally is an archer term for missing the mark.
Oh well, that's your username.
I'm calling you
Okay,
Pangu.
then.
Fuck you. And
Yeah.
fuck your opinion. If you want to keep on spamming in chat, fuck you. I'm not going to mute you because you're helping my engagement. Haha.
Yeah, I know, Adam. I do still need to learn about the prophecies. That's literally the only thing I
Not a
ever lack
single
in because
fulfilled prophecy in the Bible.
well, yeah, Adam has more details on them. Same thing with Johnny B. I need to learn those because a lot of people have tried arguing those against me, and I don't have a response because I don't know the actual context of these verses or anything of that sort, or the translation or words being used, and it's hard for me to remember what they're saying when I'm on their lives. But yeah, Pangu. Even if you don't know the story that Christian tradition has brought up of the devil rebelling and everything, that's just a perfect example of showing that God isn't perfect because he created this being in his own image, just like everything else, which would imply since this being was able to rebel against, would literally show that he's not perfect. Even in the Adam and Eve story, since
What is
they're
up,
made.
Zoe?
Oh shit! I didn't. My bad.
Hey, what's up, dudes?
Hey, man, you over the age of
I don't
18?
mean to interrupt. It's 32.
Cool. Which religion do you follow?
I'm more agnostic.
Okay. Just God in general.
I think. Well, I don't.
Adam, I completely forgot this was low.
Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt the dude. before
You're
me.
you're fine,
I don't
brother.
know if you-
Do you believe in a God, or you don't know if there is or isn't? What's
I
your
don't know. I mean, I was gonna ask you guys' opinion on like simulation theory and like
It's completely debunked as of this year, I believe, or
Yeah.
December of last year.
Really?
Yeah, there's not
Yeah.
enough energy in the world.
How is that?
God, am I gonna have to bring up the fucking whole YouTube video I had to bring up on RPR Live about this bullshit?
Evan, do you remember all the details about it? I can look them up.
I actually haven't researched that.
Oh my god, listen, me and RPR, I know you guys know who he is, but we had to deal with the simulation thing and the whole not enough power in the world. I had to pull up a whole YouTube video to show this guy. I hope I don't have to do that again.
Okay, I'm getting up. We got
Well, I think
physics.org.
the premise was that quantum mechanics kind of suggested that with the double slit experiment that
No, I don't.
it
Even,
might be.
you don't know what the double slit experiment is.
I do actually.
What is it?
It was a particle physics experiment.
About?
Quantum mechanics.
About? Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Cool.
It was atoms basically being observed, and they would behave like waves at one point.
Not
and
actually
then
waves.
At one point, they would behave like particles.
Now, what does that mean?
And some theorists say it suggests rendering, kind of like in a video game, where if you're not looking at something, it's doing it to save data. But it's just a theory. I mean, I can't prove it.
God, dude, no. That's not at all what it was showing. It was showing probability. Okay.
So what is the scientific paper that disapproved?
Yeah, I'm trying to
simulation
find the
theory?
actual study. Non-algorithmic truths. Using Gödel's incompleteness theorem, they demonstrated that the fundamental structure of reality includes truths that cannot be computed by any algorithmic system, i.e., the universe could not be created by some sort of another computer or simulation because there's non-algorithmic truths. So
Such
no
as?
computer could make this truth because it's non-algorithmic. What does that mean? Let's go into the definition.
No, like what would be the non-algorithmic
Yeah, I'm gonna get it up. I'm pretty ignorant on this too. Let's see.
Alright.
Non-algorithmic, a
finished
truth
making the
or form
telescope.
of
I've officially
understanding
made the
that
telescope
cannot be produced,
powerful enough to
derived,
clearly
or
see the
proven
rings of
by
Saturn.
any step-by-step computational procedure. An
Yo,
algorithm is
hold
always
on, hold on. He was talking while you were. Sorry, I'm
Sorry,
really actually trying to understand.
Oh, you're good.
Sorry, I was
He's
just
excited
saying
about
how
his telescope.
telescope. Just finished building it.
Hell yeah.
All right,
It's able to clearly make out the rings of Saturn.
that actually
Or
is
it
really
claims
fucking
to.
cool. You have to make some photos for that. Non-algorithmic means a truth or form of understanding that cannot be produced, derived, or proven by any step-by-step computational procedure. An algorithm is always finite, rule-based, mechanical, step-by-step. If something is non-algorithmic, then no computer program can generate it, no finite set of rules can derive it, no simulation can contain it. It applies in physics to...
So y'all believe in the closed system theory?
We are in a closed system.
Well, I mean, overall.
Dude, you're using theory so fucking wrong. Define theory.
Well, I mean,
What's a scientific theory? Tell me.
you don't think that you can like
Dude,
it's impossible.
what is
to
a
s-
scientific theory?
It's I mean, there's all kinds of scientific theories, man.
Okay, the verb
know.
that you're thinking of, which is a guess or assumption, is to theorize. A scientific theory is not a guess. It is facts and information leading to a true conclusion and an explanation to the best of our ability beyond reasonable doubt for some hypothesis.
No, a theory is a theory. It's not fact. You're trying to say
A
theory is
scientific
fact.
theory. A scientific theory, though. A scientific theory.
Scientific theories change all the time. You just
They
said
update.
earlier in the
They
conversation.
do not change, they update.
Yeah.
They're not the Big Bang theory did not
So
go
you
from the fucking tooth
You can't
fairy
say they're
theory
fact
to the Big
because
Bang theory.
they
No.
change.
They are updating small parts of it when we get new information that further or better explains a part of the theory. The theory is a fact. It's the closest thing we will ever have to absolute. A theory is
realize
why
wh-
something
what
is
you're
happening.
saying
It is
is
derived
absolute?
from massive amounts of evidence. and none of the evidence contradicts the laws of physics and logic.
Do you realize that
You didn't
there-
listen to a
there-
fucking word I said, did you?
I listened to you. I know the scientific process. A theory is still just a theory as long as it's being
It is
updated.
not
It
just a
doesn't
theory,
ever
you
make-
dumb nut.
Okay, I have
What?
a question for
Okay,
you. I have a
theories do
question.
not. Wait, can I first ask?
Yeah.
Do
You
Because
got
then
this. Evan.
Otherwise, it wouldn't update. If
do
it
you
wasn't
think
just
something
a
goes-
theory.
Zo, do you think something goes from a hypothesis to a theory and then to a law? Is that how you think, like, the progression of science works? And how much we know something?
I don't think it's all one path, man. There's so many paths to scientific.
To a scientific theory.
studies. You
Yes,
can't put it into a
what
box
you would
or
the,
like
the
in one
closest thing to a
single thing.
colloquial theory in science would be a hypothesis.
Dude, for me to even
Okay.
try to say that I have my mind wrapped around science as a total would be like an insult to science itself.
Okay, here is the
But I do
definition of
understand-
scientific
what a
theory.
Yeah.
A scientific theory is a well-substantiated explanation of some aspect of the natural world that is based on a body of evidence and has been repeatedly tested through observation and experimentation. It encompasses a systematic structure that explains empirical laws and helps to understand how various phenomena are interconnected. What part of that says it's a fucking guess or wrong?
It doesn't make it a fact because
It is.
scientific theories are always updated.
They're always factual too. What part of the Big Bang Theory isn't a fact?
Factual based off of what?
What part of the Big Bang Theory isn't factual? The expansion of the universe, is it not a fact? Even though it updated, it's always been an expansion of the universe. Little
It's
parts
a
of it have
theory.
changed. You are holy fucking shit.
I'm-
Oh my god. That was testing the fuck out of my patience. You need a dictionary, my guy. Badly.
Yeah, no. At this point, dude, whenever you just hear, wait, what? A scientific theory isn't different from a theory, just drop them. That's what I do. I don't feel like explaining the bullshit. I don't. Like, I'll do it
we
once
explained
or
it so many
twice.
times.
Once or twice, and that's it. Okay, this person has been spamming in chat. Let me talk. Are you a theist?
Akib, what's up?
Hey man, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
No fucking clue what you said. You over the age of 18?
Yeah, fucking clue. You have everything. Okay.
Wonderful.
Fine.
Which God do you
ask
believe in?
A question.
Which God do you believe in?
You ask a question. There is no.
Bitch, this is not your show. Which God do you believe in?
It's your question.
Go fuck
There-
yourself.
Yeah, patience for Cody is gone today, you guys. Don't come up being bullshit. Yeah, no, Zo, I'm gonna be honest, you came up at the worst time. This whole time he's been live, we've been dealing with bullshit. Whole time. There hasn't been one good fucking conversation.
I mean, slightly with Pengu, but at that point, Cody was already losing his goddamn mind.
You consider Pengu a good conversation, mate?
Slightly. It's been better than the other ones. I mean, Cody, do you disagree or agree? It's been better.
I don't even remember him. Ooh, let's see if he wants to try again. You gonna put your listening ears on? Akib, which God do you believe in?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
We don't care.
Which God or religion do you follow?
Allah. I'm
Thank
Muslim.
you. Why should I believe in your God?
Don't believe on my God.
Oh, okay.
your mind.
Goodbye.
I'm
then.
not going to. Thank you. Cool.
See,
Great
you-
argument.
Oh, damn. I wanted to ask him a question. I was
Okay,
gonna
I
ask him about
won't.
Muhammad.
Don't believe in my God? Bet. Okay, cool. There's no
Cool.
evidence for him anyway. Sweet.
All right. Now that I finished making the telescope, I'm now gonna make Artemis 2. I bought myself a Lego set.
Alright, Akib, since you're still in the comments, I'm gonna ask you this. Why did Muhammad marry a 6-year-old and then have intercourse when she was 9 with that same girl?
Yeah. Doubting Thomas said, "My Lord and my God." Okay.
So
We
what?
use them as figures of speech. No, you can answer in the comments like a good boy. That's mistranslated. The
Want him
actual
praying?
It's
authentic
mistranslated.
text.
It's mistranslated. It's not actually what it said. It's not what it said. You wouldn't know because you don't speak Arabic. You
Yeah,
wouldn't know.
Doubting Thomas, the guy in the book about Jesus, the religious book about Jesus, you know, believes that Jesus is God. Wow. Whew. It's almost like Hermione Granger believes that Harry Potter
both of you.
exists.
Hold
My
on,
lord.
Well, here's the thing. When it comes to scripture, it's always a constant back and forth. But distinctively, he is not God. There's more scripture pointing towards that than what there is of him being God. Like Jesus prayed, bro. Who the fuck was he praying to? Was he praying to himself? What? No, that makes no sense. He was praying to
hey.
another God. And even when you look at the origin of Yahweh, you would realize that there is a higher God than what Yahweh is. He's from a pantheon. That is where he is from. Not only that, I do also want to say this to Cody. They are sometimes accurate with the mistranslation because there are a few words when they are translated, we have to get them as close as possible when the actual word could have a whole
I agree with
different
that.
meaning.
I've got a caller on YouTube, so they're not going to be able to hear you guys.
Hello?
What is up, Majestic?
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can.
How you doing?
Hey, man, doing all right. You're over the age of 18?
Yes.
All right, which religion do you follow?
Christianity.
Okay, what you got for me?
I just came across your channel, and are you arguing that God does not exist?
Oh, your God definitely doesn't exist.
Wait, you mean as in Jesus Christ doesn't exist?
Jesus didn't exist either. But yeah, your God, the Abrahamic God, does not exist.
Wait, so what concluded you to believe that Jesus Christ does not exist?
There's absolutely zero evidence that he exists.
So, can I ask you a question?
He's about to say, what about the manuscripts? That's what
Hello?
he's about to say.
Yep, go for it.
Do you believe that Alexander the Great existed?
Yeah, because we have contemporary witnesses and his own writings. What evidence do you have for Jesus?
Evan, did I not call that?
It's the same thing. We
False.
actually have
There's
more
not one
evidence that
single
Jesus Christ
contemporary witness for
existed
Jesus.
over Alexander the Great.
False. There's not one single contemporary witness for Jesus.
What do you mean? What about all the disciples? How do you feel about
There is not one single contemporary witness. The Gospels are anonymous in and of themselves and written decades after.
Yes, from decades after the
Yeah, they
books
didn't meet
get
him.
translated
Do you think
and
Paul met
published.
him?
But all the disciples were killed.
Yeah,
They-
same
they
for
all-
Muslim martyrs. You know there's martyrs in
But hold on,
Islam
let me
too,
ask you
right?
this: the resurrection, right?
There's no resurrection.
All right, just because you're saying there is no resurrection doesn't mean that
Just because
it
you're saying there
happened
is
or
a
it didn't
resurrection
happen.
doesn't mean that there
But
is
let
one.
me ask you a question.
You have to prove it.
The disciples, right? They were all murdered because they
Why should
all
I believe?
failed
A,
to renounce their
congratulations,
faith.
people died believing something.
All right,
Congratulations.
hold on. Let me get this out. Right? The disciples, they all died because they all renounced. They did not renounce their faith in Christ because they witnessed the resurrection. Nobody dies for a lie.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, Cody.
Nobody
Cody.
died. Who do you know died for a
Dude,
lie?
Cody, I don't know if you can hear me.
You know what I
Do
mean?
me
Like
a
you
favor.
don't.
Tell
Jesus
him.
conquered death. You don't fear death.
Okay. Tell
Because
him
Muslims
that
die
gives
every single day. Do you
multiple
believe that the
different accounts for what
Muslims
happened.
is?
People die every day. Somebody got hit by
Yeah.
a car this morning. I
Yeah,
mean, that's
and
the
they
fact of
died
life.
believing something untrue.
I don't know. You
Do
don't die
Muslims
for a
die
lie.
believing things not true?
Muslims die for their beliefs.
Yeah, they believe something and it's not true.
If you witnessed
Do
somebody
Muslims
coming
die
back from the
believing
dead,
something that isn't true?
like what do you mean? Are you talking about like the suicide bombers?
I don't care. I'm saying, do Muslims and other people of other faiths die believing that it is true?
Sure they do.
There you go. So believing something doesn't make it true. Wonderful. So why
It's
should
not
I
believing.
believe?
Well,
So
hold
what
on,
evidence
seeing-
justifies?
seeing-
There's not a
seeing-
single
seeing
contemporary
is
witness for
believing, though.
Jesus.
It is not seeing.
There's
is
not a
believing.
single contemporary witness. No person alive in that time wrote about Jesus.
His disciples wrote. That's why we have Peter, Luke, Matthew, John.
Incorrect. The reason we have Matthew, Luke, John, Mark is because Irenaeus in the 2nd century attributed those names to them. The authors are completely anonymous. We have no clue who wrote them. They're just stories written down from hearsay over decades and decades of years.
Hearsay.
It's all 100% hearsay, literally by all definitions.
What about the Old Testament then? So you're saying even the old Isaiah,
Why would I believe
Judaism? I'm not saying believe.
Why would I
I'm saying
believe that the
you're
earth is
saying
flooded,
Isaiah-
snakes can talk, donkeys can talk? Why would I believe that? What evidence is there for that? Come on. What evidence is there for a global flood? Come on now.
There is evidence for.
There's
a
not
global
any
flood.
evidence for a global flood. It's actually literally impossible. There's not enough
What
water
about
on the planet.
what about the water? What about the water levels that surround the Sphinx?
Dude, there's not one rock layer, sedimentary rock layer showing that there was a global flood. There were local floods, congratulations. That's not a global flood like the mythological story stolen from Gilgamesh put into the Bible. It's also not even the first fucking global fucking story in history. The Epic of Gilgamesh, same old man, same fucking ark, same flood. It's all just fucking stories.
So how do you explain that every ancient civilization
Had
across-
floods because they had
They all
floods.
talked about a story about.
They all
a great
talked about a
though.
flood. Yeah, because they didn't realize how big the earth was. Brother, we didn't even know earth was round.
But they all still agreed that there was.
Because they lived in a tiny area and that area flooded. They didn't know how big the fucking planet was. So yeah, when
don't-
you
you don't
when you
need to
know
know how big
nothing,
a-
brother, when you grow up in a town, you've never been outside of this town. You've never seen any other town. And then this town gets absolutely obliterated by a tornado. Yeah, you're going to believe the fucking world was destroyed. There's no evidence of the more world.
Civilizations across the world.
Yeah,
all
each civilization
about
had a
an
local
ancient
flood. There's
flood.
no evidence for a global flood. They all had local floods. If there was a global flood, China was farming, dude. Yeah, they all talk about a local flood, dude. How many times do I have to say this before it gets through to your head? Every civilization has had a flood. Congratulations. There's no evidence for a global flood. There's no sedimentary rock layer. There's not enough water on the planet. All the animals would have died. There'd be the salt water would have absolutely demolished all sea life.
All right, if there's no creator though, how is it that we come into existence if there's no creator?
Abiogenesis, same as you believe. You believe you came from dirt, which is inorganic. We know, though, that that's possible thanks to Miller Urey, who was able to get organic matter from inorganic. So we know that that is how that came to be. There's no evidence that a god made you. There is evidence that you came
don't
about
feel
through
human
natural
beings, though?
abiogenesis and natural evolution.
You don't feel human beings are the pinnacle of creation?
Absolutely
You don't feel
fucking
that?
not. Elephants have a better memory than us. Are you stupid?
Elephants have a stupid dude. They can't fucking build buildings or
I said
do
better
math.
memory, dumbass. They don't have
All right,
thumbs.
a memory. Fuck a memory, dude. Yes, they have.
They hold
somewhat of a
funerals.
consciousness.
They cry. They have cultures.
All
They
right,
have
but we are
language.
so far advanced.
They
than them, and
also-
they've been around. All right,
they
elephants have been
also-
around longer than us, though, have they not?
also-
They've been around. They probably go back millions of years
That's
ago.
not how
and here we
evolution
are on
works,
the
buddy.
evolutionary ladder. We
That's
have.
not how evolution works, buddy.
All right, call it what you want, but we've surpassed every animal.
No, we have not. Go take on a polar bear. Do a 1v1 with a polar bear.
Can't build a building and do math.
No,
Do
but you can't
literature,
kill a
do
polar bear.
music.
They're gonna fuck you up. Actually, they do. Did you know that orcas and
That's
other
ridiculous.
whales actually
The universe
compose
labored
music?
us for millions of
Be a good
years
boy and
for
be
us to
quiet
be
for a
here, to
second.
have
Be
this
a good boy and be
conversation
quiet for
today,
a
sir.
second. Be a good boy for a second. Listen. Whales compose music.
Okay, whales.
Yeah.
That's great.
Monkeys
They're very
build
advanced.
and
I
use
love whales.
tools.
I love whales. Whales are great. They're
And
very
other
smart.
monkeys use tools. We build the way that we build because we have evolved to build in this way. We have opposable thumbs. A beaver does not.
All right, I'm not.
Well,
I'm not saying we're not on an equal playing
Do
field
they?
here
I
with
don't know.
beavers and whales.
Yeah, that's the point, dude. Evolution is not all of us becoming one perfect being. You want to know the most perfect
let
being
me-
in all of creation, if you want to call it creation? A fucking crab.
A crab.
Scientifically, crabs are the greatest fucking creature to exist.
Yeah, they're delicious. I can
No,
admit that.
all things turn into crabs, given enough time. The pinnacle of evolution is a fucking crab, not a human.
No, they're not even conscious.
Yeah, they are.
They're like
You
birds
don't know
because
what consciousness
they-
is. You have never studied
Consciousness
this.
is knowing that I'm alive and aware is consciousness.
Yeah, they are, dude. They have brains. You know this, right? Your consciousness is in your brain.
All right, I think we're a little further advanced than crabs. All right, if you're saying we evolve,
I don't agree.
Are you saying we evolve into crabs? That sounds like
Yeah.
de-evolution, not evolution.
No, they're
If
the
all
pinnacle.
life do you believe that all life started in
They are
the
the
sea? If
pinnacle.
you want to, with evolution.
It did all start in the sea.
All right, so here we are now, right? We're land dwellers.
Yeah, we had to come onto land because we were dying, because we almost went extinct.
but
We almost went
we-
extinct so many times in history,
We
dude.
engineer machinery.
Yeah.
Crabs can't do that. I'm
They
sorry.
don't need to, dude.
That makes us better than
they,
crabs.
No,
I
it
eat
doesn't.
crabs.
They don't need to. You also can't survive a fucking shark attack. They have shells. Do you have a shell? No, you don't, because you're on fucking land. They're not
Shark attack?
needing
Come
to
on.
make buildings.
A shark would shoot through a crab. Stop
Brother,
it. That's a bad analogy, dude.
brother, you want to know how much more shitty we are evolved than a fucking crab? We have fucking homeless people. Crabs have a home on their goddamn back.
Yeah, and snails
We have
homeless
not.
things called slugs.
We haven't even fucking evolved to the degree to have a home everywhere we go. They're better
We
than
have
us.
a home everywhere we fucking plant our.
Yeah,
seeds, we
go
can
sleep
call
under
home.
a fucking bridge. Best of luck.
Best of luck, dude. We lived in villages and teepees. We've
That
evolved
those are
since then.
houses.
Yeah, houses. I
And
live in a
they
house now
evolved over
that
time
runs on
with new
electricity that man
information.
created. I
Yeah,
flip a switch and I
with
have
new
electricity.
information
Thank God
and the
for men.
ability with fingers, opposable thumbs. We walk upright thanks to our spine and our hips.
Yeah, which is all God's design, brother.
Prove it. Prove
We're
God
living
made you
proof.
that way.
We're living proof.
Prove it.
We're living.
No,
breathing
I am
flesh,
proof
man.
that I'm alive. So provide
you're-
proof
you're
that a
alive.
God made you.
I do.
we're
I
made in
know
God's
Cody
image.
can hear me right now, but yeah, just because
You don't
I know
believe that?
the
Prove
Unibody
God
is
made you.
When it comes
I
to the
just feel it in my
Gospels,
heart,
they
man. I
all
just know it.
give different
Prove it.
accounts.
It's
on
called
what
faith.
happened.
I feel it in my
That's
heart.
what
You're
they also
wrong.
say.
Therefore, you're wrong.
I do it. I believe 100%.
I believe 100% that you are full of shit.
Nah, don't look at it like that.
See
man.
what you're saying? You're
ignorant,
just
you don't
saying
know.
you're
Here's
just
the difference
saying
between you
I
and right?
believe, therefore it's true. I'm
I be-
saying here's the evidence for why I believe something.
No, listen, I'm a very reasonable, logical
No,
person
you're not.
myself.
No, you're
Yes,
not.
I
You don't
am.
even know how logic
Yes, I am.
works.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Listen, you know the differences between you and I? I look at the
I have a
glass
brain
half
and
full,
you don't.
and you look at it half empty.
I would
Yeah, you're
highly
a
recommend
pessimist.
you learn.
You're a pessimist. You're a pessimist, dude. You're not.
You a
look
little
at the broader.
angry? Are you a little
Dude,
angry?
No, I'm not.
Are you getting
angry
a
at all,
little
dude.
angry?
I'm trying to have a
It's
conversation.
okay.
with you.
It's okay. It's okay. So, anyways, yeah, prove God
Oh,
made
yeah, I
us.
was your kid. I'm sorry. I thought you were speaking to me. I thought you were telling me I was angry. I'm like, I'm not angry. Man, dude, of course God exists.
Prove it.
It's crazy to not believe he doesn't.
No, it's not. It's completely logical and rational. There's absolutely no evidence to
way,
justify
man.
the belief in a
universe
unicorn.
labored us for billions of years for us to have this conversation right now, man.
Yeah, it took billions of years for us to be here. Congrats. There's no evidence that a
Billions.
God
That's-
did that.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Like,
prove God did that.
prove God did that?
Yup.
Can we prove that we're having this conversation right now?
Yup. You're responding to every word I say. That is evidence that we're having a conversation. What's the evidence
It's
for
evidence. That's right. The
Yeah.
evidence of God. I look around and I see it every day. To breathe the air
What-
that I can't see.
how did-
to bite
did God
to,
make
hold
air?
on, let me get this
Did
out.
God
to
make
bite
air?
an apple. To bite an apple.
Did God
that comes
make
from the
your
dirty
teeth?
dirt that tastes so
Did
delicious
God
to
make
my
your
palate.
teeth? Did God make an
Yeah.
apple? Prove it.
Everything I'm saying is proof.
Prove
I think
it.
the things that we take
No,
for
you have
granted
claims.
is
You have
is
claims. You have
the
no evidence.
of
You have
God.
no justification.
And,
You have no
and
logic.
You have
You have
claims
nothing.
and justifications that he doesn't
I have
exist.
justification. Yeah, I don't believe in your God. Why your God in particular does he not exist? Because your God
It's
exists
not my-
outside of
it's not
time,
my
and without
God.
time
It's
you
not
can't
my
have
God.
causal
It's
relation.
our
It
God.
is literally
It's our God.
impossible to be able to create anything if you don't have time.
It's our God. God
False.
operates on
You
the
have to prove
outside
it.
of time.
Nope,
space,
that's
and
impossible.
reality.
You want to know how that's not
What do you
possible?
mean?
Cause and
How is
effect
that
are byproducts of having time. You cannot have causal relation without time. Therefore, God cannot have created
God
anything
is the
ever.
Alpha and the Omega. He always has
That
been
is
and
called
always
special
will be.
pleading. It's a logical fallacy. Remember, you were saying you're super logical. You just used a logical fallacy,
Man,
which means that
you-
your argument
no,
is
your-
false. Your argument is
your
false.
argument is-
You
is
just
the-
made your
is the-
argument
is
false by
based
using a fallacy.
on a reality.
You just used a fallacy. You just said you were logical, and then you used a fallacy. You are not logical. You have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. You have no
I see it
evidence
both
for
ways.
anything that
No,
you're
I
talking
see
about
it-
at
I see
all.
it both
What you're
ways. I
saying
see it
is,
both
I
ways.
think things don't make sense, therefore God did it. That's called another fallacy called
No,
God of the
that's not what I'm
gaps.
saying.
I don't know,
That's not
therefore
what I'm
God.
saying. No. I can't explain it. Listen.
I know you can't explain it. There's no
you're
evidence.
a smart guy. Listen, I'm not going to take that away from you. You're a smart.
I'm an
individual.
idiot. I would love for you to provide evidence for
I'm
God,
not,
though.
I'm not claiming I'm an idiot either. I'm a smart individual myself.
We're both dumb as shit. You're dumber,
Well-
but I would love for you to provide evidence for a God.
Why do you have to resort to name calling? Let me ask
Because
you
I'm an
that. Is
asshole.
that-
Can you provide evidence for a God, or do you
at
want to
least
cry?
you can admit that. I respect that. Excuse me,
I said, do you want to provide evidence for God or cry? Which one?
dude. There's no tears under my eyes, dude. Water
Good.
under the bridge.
So what's
brother.
your evidence for God?
Dude, the Bible is the evidence.
The Bible is anonymously written in the Gospels. So
How do
your
you feel
Jesus
about the
isn't
Shroud
real.
of Turin?
It was literally debunked by the person that fucking created it, the artist
Dude,
that created it.
no.
It is 100. It was dated
Dude,
to 1300.
You're right. It has been debunked.
It
It's
was
been debunked
dated to
that it's not-
1300
that it's not fake.
CE. It was dated to 1300 CE.
That was from the 70s.
Yeah,
that fact
and
that
it
you just
was
pulled up from the
redone
70s.
in 2024.
No, just a few years ago. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it
they're
was still
saying they
dated
can't
to
explain it.
1300 CE.
They can't explain it. You
It's
can't
still
copy a
dated to
negative photo-
1300 CE.
No, it's not.
And we also
That's
have further
evidence.
proof
That's
recently that it
evidence.
was
The
actually
Shroud of
draped
Turin- the
over
Shroud of
a
Turin is
statue.
evidence.
The Shroud of Turin is literally 100% debunked even by the person that
No,
created
it's
it,
not.
the
I think you
artist
should- I think
that
you
made
should
it.
look into that a
I
little
think
bit
you should
more.
look into that. Use Google Scholar. You can look at these citations by the actual peer-reviewed studies of the scientists that did it and what evidence and what
I've seen
tools
both
they
sides
used.
of it.
No,
And
you
I
watch
think the
Fox
evidence
News and
outweighs-
that's your
No,
evidence. So
I-
what you should do is go look at the actual citation. They will explain the tests that they did, the scientists involved, and the analyses that they got and why they got them and what they believe about it. And then they're going to scrutinize that and try and prove it wrong, because that's the purpose of science, is trying to prove shit wrong until we get things that are correct and cannot be some other way. That's the beauty of science.
But science, excuse me, science hasn't disproven God at all.
Yeah, it
If anything,
has.
the more-
Your God cannot
No,
exist.
A lot of scientists have actually, the more
Pause.
they've dug
Let's go
deeper
down that. Your
into
God
science,
cannot exist
They've actually
because
turned what
you cannot have
Einstein didn't
causal
even-
relation.
Einstein never denied the creation of God.
Yes, he did. Einstein believed, if he believed, would have believed in Spinoza's God, and he verbatim, I'm going to quote him, to believe in a personal God is to be as of a child. You are foolish. He actually called Christians and other people that believed in personal gods fools. So if you
For me,
want to,
children
if you
are
want to
the
bring,
closest thing to God.
they're fucking stupid. We have to teach them how to shit and piss. But anyways, I would love for you to provide evidence for God.
I believe in God wholeheartedly.
Cool. I
No
don't
doubt
give
in
a
my
shit.
mind.
I believe your God is fake. And I have evidence to
Oh.
justify it.
I-
For
well,
instance,
I
your
hope he
God
blesses you
cannot
one
have
day
any
and
causal
he
relation with
touches your
reality
heart
because he
and,
exists outside of time. And without time, there is no causal relation. Cause is a point in time with effect being a future point in time. For him to want to interact with anything would require time. Therefore, he cannot be outside of time, or he just doesn't exist, because anything that he supposedly has done, there's no evidence for a causal mechanism linking to a God creating
He's
said
infinite.
effect.
He's infinite.
That's a claim.
How can they-
The mighty unicorn is infinite and therefore created all things. Prove me
God-
wrong.
God is infinite.
No,
He's-
the unicorn
he's
is.
an infinite being,
No,
so how
Voldemort is. Voldemort is, brother. The book is written and it says it right there. The book is true because the book says it's true. This is called circular reasoning, another logical fallacy.
so hard to try to disprove him.
No, he's
I mean,
disproven. I've disproved him 3 times. You're just incapable of comprehending. So what I'm going to do is tell you the other fallacy that you've been using consistently. It's called circular reasoning, begging the question. You've also got, you're using the Bible, for instance, as your evidence, which is circular reasoning. The claim is the proof of the claim. That's not how that works. The Bible is proof of the Bible. Wonderful. Spider-Man is proof because of Spider-Man. That's fucking stupid. You claim
I mean,
to be a
that's
man of
excellent
logic, yet
correlation,
you haven't
brother.
used
Good for
any
you.
logic at all. If you were to accept logic and sound philosophy and science, you would be an
there's-
atheist.
Listen, there's another side to us too, dude. We have emotions too. It's
Yeah,
not just
they're
everything's
chemical
reason and logic,
reactions, my
dude.
brother and Odin.
I know this
Chemical
guts, like, I
reactions. Did
feel
you know
them.
you can take a
I feel
pill
them.
if you're struggling with certain emotions like depressions? You can take a pill and it helps you get your dopamine back on track.
Nah, I don't do anything with big
Because
pharma, brother. Sorry.
chemical reactions is where our emotions come from. So all these things have mechanistic values that we have found through neurology, science, and biology that are able to be explained through those systems of science. The Bible is fucking
Wonderful.
false on so many things. Did you know snakes cannot actually talk? Also, Genesis 1:1 says that the earth was created, and then in Genesis 1:14, day 4, it says the sun was created. That's false. Literally, the first sentence of the Bible is an absolute fucking lie, on top of the fact that God told the first fucking lie in all of the Bible. But besides that, we know, thanks to CMB radiation, about
Wait,
the
in Genesis, you said the earth was created. It was
Genesis
void.
1, in the
Yeah,
beginning,
the earth was created. Yep.
God created the heavens and the earth. Day 1.
Yes.
Day
Okay.
4, Genesis 1:14, God created the sun, moon, and stars. The earth exists because of the sun. It is gravity. The gravity of the sun is what helped form the earth. So the Bible is wrong
How did you
again.
figure that? How do you figure that?
Yeah, we can literally observe them thanks to the James Webb Telescope. We're able to observe the formation of planets by other planetoids crashing into another thanks to gravity, and then form planets.
All right. So Earth it wasn't capable of having its own gravity without the sun. Is your claim?
That's not what I said.
No. What are you saying then?
Mass has gravity. E equals
Mass
mc
definitely
squared.
has gravity, but why do we need the sun for us to?
That's what formed
I don't
our
understand.
planet. Same as other planets, other solar systems. Solar system, solar. They orbit a sun, a
understand.
solar.
Okay.
The sun forms these planets. The planets have other collisions with other asteroids, other planetoids, and form over millions of years into a planet. That we're not round, motherfucker. It's an oblate spheroid.
All right, I can agree with that. Sure.
So
No
we have
argument
evidence
there.
for all these
Not my
things,
claim.
and the Bible is just completely fucking false. It has no clue. It was written 2,000 years ago by extremely ignorant people.
But what about the talk? What about Isaiah, dude? That's 4,000 years old. It
Fucking-
talked about the coming of Christ.
No, it didn't. There's not one single. This is why Judaism does not grant Jesus as the Messiah. There's not one single prophecy granted to Jesus that was fulfilled. Not one.
What are you
Jesus
talking
is not
about?
the Messiah. That's why the Jews don't fucking grant him, because not a single prophecy was fulfilled. Not one. Isaiah is not talking about a crucifixion. Not at all. That's a
don't believe
rewriting and a
that, dude.
retranslation. The original has nothing to do with fucking nails. And it's also, even if you give it that, it's not talking about being fucking
No,
crucified,
no.
nor does it say that
Isaiah
Yeshua
definitely talks
HaMashiach.
about the suffering. About
Yeah,
the suffering servant.
congratulations. It's talking about Israel, dude. You got to read your fucking book. I've read it.
Alright.
You should give it a shot.
Okay. Yeah.
Israel is the servant.
Isaiah. What?
There is not a single prophecy fulfilled by Jesus. Not one.
What do you, dude? No, that's not right.
It is actually
Cody,
factual.
Cody,
No, Isaiah
please, just end
7:14
this
declares
conversation.
that the virgin will conceive
Cody,
and bear a
Cody,
son called
please.
Emmanuel,
I know you can't hear
meaning
me, but please just
God
end this
with us.
conversation.
They named him that. Congratulations.
Fuck.
Doesn't mean he's God.
End the damn conversation.
Jesus Christ isn't God?
No,
I'm
of course
fucking
not.
sick of this.
Dude, of course he is.
I named myself
fucking
God with
sick of
us.
this.
Therefore, I am God, correct? I'm Emmanuel. My name is God with us. I'm God now, yeah? Am I your Messiah? Are you going to get down on your hands and knees and let me
No,
give you
most
my Holy
certainly
Spirit?
not. Most certainly
Can I
not.
enter you?
No, you haven't lived the sinless life. Like
Yes,
you
I
did.
have. My book claims that I've never sinned in my entire life, therefore it's true, correct? Right?
No.
The book said
No, I
so,
don't
therefore
believe
it's
that.
true,
Alright,
correct?
eyewitness testimonies, man.
Anybody that's
Nah.
able to go over on the YouTube, just tell them to end this damn conversation.
All right,
This
they
is-
are voting you out, so I'm going to have to let you go. Go on ahead and read the
Alright, hey.
book. Go study
Yeah, I'll look
science.
in-
God damn, Cody. What the fuck was that conversation?
Extreme ignorance. Not
Okay,
arrogance. I
I-
think he was pretty smart. I liked him a lot. He was a really cool guy.
But I don't understand. Like, do people not realize that the Gospels contradict what happens at the tomb? They contradict what time the crucifixion came to play.
You've
They
never heard the
contradict what
apologetics, have
time-
you?
Oh, dude, I don't give a fuck. I read the text. I look at the text and I
Alright,
take what the text says. I don't care.
WFQ, you are unmuted. How are you doing?
Oh no, back to YouTube, bro.
What's up, W? Hello, hello. You are muted still on your end. Click that mute button and we'll be able to hear you.
Oh, Russell's in here.
I'll give
Hey,
you
Russell, you trying to
about
come up?
20
I'll see if Cody
seconds.
wants to have a conversation with you.
Russell, ugh.
Yo. we gotta have a little bit of fun.
All right, W, you have not been able to get on here. We're going to go back over to TikTok.
Russell, you trying to come up? Oh, he's saying you dog walked him. Hey, Cody, you want him up?
I couldn't care less. I'll let you deal with
All
it.
right. No, I'm good. I ain't trying to hear all the fill, bro. I'm good. See, motherfucker, every time I come on this live, you see me, and then your first thought is, any motherfucker that's bullshitting, Jaden.
Yes.
You fucking ass. If Jesus isn't the Messiah, then explain how did he rise from the dead? He
didn't. Well, there were 500 witnesses.
Name one.
Exactly.
Prove that he didn't. There is no evidence.
You're the
that
one with
he
the
did.
burden to prove that he did, dude. You're claiming that he magically fucking resurrected. Prove it. Harassment and bullying. Who did I bully? Oh, I bully Russell. 100% fuck you, Russell. You're a pathetic waste of human oxygen.
Yeah, no. I can prove them sun zigzagged. Oh man, is anybody gonna come up? I do have
we
to
got
go here
supers?
soon.
Okay. My bad, guys. I already read off the super that we have. Collapse. We just have the one super.
Okay, Willow, if there's a lot of evidence, come up and provide that evidence.
Is it not showing all my supers?
Willow, you know the Bible contradicts itself constantly. Did you even know that the Gospels, their names are given to them by early church fathers? We don't even know their real names. And did you also know, if you look at Deuteronomy 22, 28 through 29, guess what that says? Let's go ahead and read it for you, because I know you don't know what it says. Should be.
Yeah, I read all of
right
the read all the supers.
All right, let's read this, Willow. If a man meets a virgin who is not engaged and seizes her, holy shit, and lies with her, and they are discovered, the man who lay with her shall give her 50 shekels of silver to the young woman's father, and she shall become his wife, because he has violated her. She shall not be permitted to divorce her as long as he lives. Look at this. Look at this. The rapist is getting rewarded. Wow. Holy shit. Look at this. If your hate has rewarded the... What? I have no idea what you just said. Pengu, do you even know what Deuteronomy is? Do you even know what it is?
Well, I think we'll go ahead and end the stream now anyway. You gotta get going, and I need to edit still.
Okay. Alright, dude. I fucking hope that next time we run into somebody that's goddamn
We will
with a
be
brain.
live tomorrow.
Oh, what time?
No clue. I'll post it in Discord.
Alright, I might go live tomorrow. I'm definitely not today, but yeah, tomorrow I might. This weekend I'll be going live pretty frequently because I have more time then. But yeah, definitely see you tomorrow, dude. I gotta get going.
Gotta just got here. Don't go yet. Live tomorrow. Appreciate and love you guys. I will see everyone tomorrow. If you're not on the Discord, the link is in TikTok. Go ahead and click there and you can get in. And we'll be live tomorrow. Hopefully we get some decent callers and some good conversations. Today was a little bit rough. And love seeing you. So sorry we're ending already. Love seeing you though. You guys all have a good night.